call the Bryson Law Firm and finally resolve your tax issues. Don't put it off any longer. Call the Bryson Law Firm. Our headquarters are in Lafayette, and we have offices statewide. Or visit BrysonLawFirm.com to schedule your free consultation with your local tax resolution law firm, the Bryson Law Firm, LSB filing number LA2519684.
Everyone deserves a place to call home. St. Vincent de Paul of Baton Rouge provides shelter, hope, and a pathway forward for neighbors experiencing homelessness. Learn more at svdpbr.net. St. Vincent de Paul of Baton Rouge. Give, serve, shop.
Guaranty Health Solutions is guiding healthcare forward, partnering with healthcare organizations nationwide to elevate patient experience and drive growth. From urgent care and emergency rooms to specialty care. Visit guarantyhealth.com today to get started.
This August, Hub Day is your lucky day. Celebrate Benny's 75th anniversary with Wash Wednesdays. Every Wednesday in August, get 75% off all exterior single car washes. Credit card and debit card payments only. Shop local, shop Benny's.
If you've been in an accident and the insurance company won't pay for your rental or the diminished value of your vehicle, you aren't alone. I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA 2620484, office in Baton Rouge.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Monday, August 17th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of around 97. On today's show, we'll recap the Saints versus Jaguars Week 1 preseason game. We'll talk preseason as a whole. We got some LSU football action as well. And at 9 a.m., our weekend winners. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 1 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio, brought to you by Bayou Automotive, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Welcome in Off the Bench Monday morning, live from the Raising Cane's studio. Tripod. That was right. That was only 3 yo's you just heard, because Lady Cane doesn't talk.
Were you trying to time something?
No, I was trying to
psych me out.
trying to pump fake y'all. See if I can get y'all to throw in a yo before I did.
You're doing the hard count.
The hard count. That was like the clap count a little bit. Didn't even work. Welcome in. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive every single Monday. Welcome, man. I hope your week is going to be off to a great start. Monday. How we feeling? Everybody good? Everybody have the case of the Mondays? Good energy levels?
Case of the Mondays. I could tell your energy levels aren't great right now.
I'm speaking extra loud so I can overcome that.
Well, I'm sorry for pointing it out.
I'm trying my best.
Walked in.
Yep.
Well, actually, outside. Saw you outside.
Saw you outside.
You called me dude.
I called you dude. I said, "What's up, dude?"
Which is fine.
Well, no.
I didn't think it was weird until you were like, I called you dude earlier.
Yeah, I saw you on the stairs, and I was like, "Hey, I just called you dude. That was really weird. My bad."
I was like, dude is fine. I prefer playa.
Yep.
Because that's what I am.
Yeah, because I usually call you playa every morning. It was early.
The outside threw you off.
My wires were crossed, and I call you dude. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's on me.
This dude, a little sad this morning.
I know.
Rest in peace, my girl. Hayden Panettiere. Woke up to that. That's the first thing I saw when I woke up. It's like, no.
Man, that's tough. So I think I saw it last night before I was doing my last minute scrolling.
Late last night, wasn't it?
I was doing my last minute doom scrolling before bedtime. I think that's when I saw it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sad.
Baby woke
Only
us up.
36.
Baby woke us up at about 3:30. Got on my phone for a little bit just to kind of go back to sleep and so on. And I was like, also, I thought she was a little bit older than 36. I mean, I didn't realize me and her were that close in age. Like, that sucks, man.
Yeah, that stinks. And like, I get it. And obviously, in a lot of the movies you watch growing up, I don't know if I've like kind of thought about her in like a long time because I hadn't really seen her in a lot. And
Yeah, she kind of.
Yeah,
like it hasn't really done.
Right.
Like, she didn't do a lot of movies recently.
Right.
I don't think.
Well, it's funny. I recently had some friends of ours say that have kids that are around Huck and Tuzette's age, and they're like, "We watched Remember the Titans."
Yeah.
With them recently, and it was awesome. So, like when you have kids, like I'm trying to figure out like at what point, what age is the appropriate time to show different movies, and that was one that popped up from some friends with kids around our age. They're like, yeah, it was great. They loved it. It's starting football season. They got excited for that. It brought up great conversation topics, obviously that they have no clue about, like what happened like in the 60s, 70s and things like that. So like it brought up really good conversation pieces. And I don't know, it was weird because like this weekend, Remember the Titans popped in my head for the first time, like in a serious conversation for a long time. That's obviously where like I know her from the most is that because she was the cute little girl that was yelling at the crowd. Adorable. Absolutely. So yeah, sad stuff.
Yeah.
Always sad when like, I don't know. I feel like in movies and music that you grow up with, like you got this like heartfelt connection with the people in it. Like even I have no clue who she is. I don't even know what she's been in the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter because she was in a movie I loved growing up. So like it's always sad. I don't know.
Dude, I'm sitting here like, wow, too. I used a Friday Night Lights. Remember the Titans reference on Saturday night. And Victoria didn't get it, which upset me. Because like she was feeding the baby. She's like, hey, can you hand me my water bottle? I was like, where is it? She's like, over here to the left. I was like, oh, left side, strong side. And she goes, actually, my right side's my strong side. I was like, Victoria, I was like, that's a Remember the Titans reference and the big deal. I didn't even think about that. I was talking about that movie Saturday also.
Was she like, you are my husband, you know I'm not left-handed?
Yeah, pretty much. She's like, who are you thinking of that's left-handed? Kidding.
Okay. Let me show you this great film.
She's married to one of my fave boxers.
She what?
Her and Vladimir Klitschko were married for a while.
All right. There's like a
Bring
pretty
it
big
on or
height
nothing.
discrepancy
She's
there.
like 5 feet.
And he's like,
small.
What, 6'7"?
He's like a huge Ukrainian heavyweight boxer.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be.
His brother's like the mayor of Kyiv or something. Klitschko.
Oh, yeah, I have heard that.
Yeah. I forgot the brother's name, though. But he was also a boxer.
Well, yeah, sad stuff. Heart goes out. Mm-hmm.
I think Tommy John died, too.
Tommy John, the elbow guy?
Yeah.
Yep. Like that, yes, that Tommy John.
I think he died this weekend, too.
Heard that coming in this morning.
Which was news to me.
Which was,
I got to be honest.
I would have, is that the second time?
Yeah.
Is this another
This is like a
died
David
twice
Allen
type of deal?
Yeah.
He's somebody I just never thought about. But
I mean,
Tommy
a surgery
John,
is named after you.
Right.
I feel like you're not alive.
It's been a minute.
And it's been around for so long. When I heard that, I was like, Tommy John was still with us.
Yeah, I would if I would, like, when did he play ball?
Long time ago.
Like black and white?
Started in 1963.
Okay. Started pitching.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, between 1963 and 1989. So he was 83. But I think the fact that his name, like
I would have thought he'd been older.
named after.
I would have guessed older.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, I would have guessed he was.
I would have guessed like Babe Ruth era.
Gun to my head, what year did Tommy John play? I would have said 36 to 48.
Yeah.
Pushing 100 years old.
Missed a few years because of the war.
Right. I would have thought the same.
Well, R.I.P. Tommy.
R.I.P. to Tommy John.
Yo, Tommy.
Yes. There you go.
Same thing.
Give a little extra oomph this morning for our guy, Tommy John.
Well, way to start off the week with a couple of deaths.
Sad yo Tommy.
Sad.
To Tommy John.
Pour one out for Mr. John.
Y'all go have elbow surgery for him.
Do you think he got royalties from that?
That's a great question.
every surgeon out there has had to pay Tommy
Anytime they perform the surgery, they send him a check.
He was rich as hell.
a 1/4%.
Send him a check.
Did Tommy John make any money?
You're actually typing it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. So, did y'all see there's conspiracy afoot with this Hayden situation?
Okay.
Did you not see this? You were like the queen of conspiracies.
I woke up to this news.
She had interviewed just
like a few months ago.
Just a couple of months ago.
She exposed Hollywood.
Well, she called him out, I think. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting unked. But that's what the people are saying on my timeline.
She had, like, I saw when that interview came out.
Book tour, right? She just released one?
I think she was about to release. I don't know.
Was about to?
I don't know. Maybe she did.
Tommy John didn't get any royalties from
Are you? I'm shocked.
Thought this was America.
I'm 100% shocked.
Like,
what did you say?
I thought this was America.
Truly.
I mean, it's named after.
I mean, if we can sue people off a number, I feel like you can make money off of surgery being named after you.
The definition of NIL. They use his name.
Yes.
Literally. Name, image, and likeness.
Image
it's
and
all
likeness,
there.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
This is absurd. Justice for Tommy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so Hayden, she called out big Hollywood.
The elites,
big music companies. And again, this is all allegedly. I didn't really see it, but this is according to people posted on my timeline.
Yeah.
Then 3 months later.
According to
gone at 36.
Twitter.
According to Twitter. How's everybody's weekend?
And it's being investigated.
Is it?
Like, I saw a very quick report. I haven't looked much into it.
No one has said anything about cause of death.
But yeah, they didn't say cause of death, but they said that it's being investigated.
Watched a TikTok video, and if it's on TikTok, it's 100%
true.
accurate. No, but a girl was breaking it on TikTok, and apparently, again, all rumored, I don't know, saw it on TikTok, that the cops were called to the apartment complex earlier that night for unknown reasons, and then she died later that night. So I don't know. That's another rumor surfacing. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But there's something up. And I mean,
anytime you're 36 and pass away, it's
it's not natural causes.
Yeah, unless there's obviously medical situation happening. Anyway, we hope that gets solved, and we hope that we pray for the family always. So sad news though, and all I could think about when I saw it again was the little girl from the bleachers and Remember the Titans. So sad stuff. You used to watch. You were saying one of your favorite movies growing up.
Bring It On, All or Nothing.
Not the Ridge.
Not the first Bring It On.
Why would you?
It was the one with Hayden Panettiere in it and Beyonce's sister. And Rihanna's on at the end. She has a little cameo.
Beyonce's
sister.
Queen Bee's sister.
Yeah, Solange. Yeah. She's the other one.
Solange?
Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah. Solange with a J?
Solange. Yeah. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, she was the
other cheerleader.
Oh.
Yeah. Like when Hayden moved schools to to Crenshaw, Crenshaw Heights, she was the one that was the head cheerleader there. Roll call. I used to love that.
You're in a cheertatorship?
Yeah, she's
pretty much.
It's not a cheerocracy?
No.
Remember Racing Stripes? It was big when I was a kid.
Yeah, Racing Stripes is an underrated.
It was a very realistic movie where Hayden Panettiere got a zebra and competed in horse racing against actual horses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they look like horses.
The show Nashville.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a hit.
Yeah, I do know that people like that show. Well, did y'all watch that show? I never watched it.
I never did, but I remember seeing it everywhere.
Didn't it come on USA?
Yeah, it ran for years.
Yeah.
It was just on those like a random channel though. Was it USA?
Probably one of those type of channels.
Didn't make one of the big ones.
Or like CMT.
Which makes sense because it was about country music. But yeah, 6 seasons. It was her and Tammy Taylor from Friday Night Lights, Coach's wife.
Still hadn't seen it. Classic Tammy though. All right. Let's go to more positive news. Let's talk about did you have a good weekend? Everybody good?
Great weekend.
Did we party?
No partying.
My neighbors did.
Your neighbors partied?
Yeah.
Oh,
because I'm revving their engines at 2:30 in the morning. No, I'm not that person.
I felt like you were.
No, guys.
I'm proud of you.
I'm a pretty easygoing person. I'm not gonna call the cops on somebody.
That was a really easygoing response.
That's not me. But no, I don't think that they were like kids, like high school age kids.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even know. My dog had to go out at like 2 a.m. Took him out, and then on the way back in, I could see the trucks in the street, and they were having a good time.
How most of them? How tall were they? What kind of inch?
Most of them had a lift kit. Most of them, yeah.
Sure, like
Hefty.
5'6", like to where it wasn't discreet. You could tell.
Oh, I could probably crouch under a couple of them.
Was there lights in the tire well?
I don't know because they weren't on.
Okay.
Like the truck was
probably
on,
so though. If you had to guess, probably lights
yes.
there. Classic.
But baby was great yesterday.
You got to call the cops on that, man. These kids need to develop as humans. You know, they need consequences.
Not gonna be that guy. Yeah, baby was great. Wasn't fussy yesterday for the first time in like a while. Actually slept throughout the day, so not bad.
Woke up at 3 a.m. though.
Oh yeah.
Laundry, you sent a video of the infamous orange cat that you kicked.
Saw the cat. I didn't kick him.
I was hoping that you would at least kind of act like you were kicking it.
I should have. For the record, I've never kicked this cat ever in my life.
Allegedly.
We don't know. The video stopped.
Actually, I have pet it against my will because it's staring at me and I feel bad, so I pet it. And I saw him this weekend. He looked like he was chilling. He looks well fed.
That was a nice looking cat.
He looks well fed.
You described this cat as
he's a stray.
A stray, like patches of hair missing.
That's not how I described him at all. I said
tongue
that
was hanging out permanently.
Like missing teeth.
One ear.
Aw. That's so sad.
And that's why
he's definitely a stray. I was like, gross. A well-fed stray, though. But I saw him this weekend.
There you go.
He was big chilling. He was sunbathing.
He was chilling.
Yeah.
And it was only like 110 degree wet bulb.
Right. And then he saw me walk by and he stretched out. He was like,
this is her.
She about to give me a belly rub.
He's like, this is going to go one of two ways.
She must have a terrible memory and she doesn't remember you.
Yeah. Because I kicked it.
We spent the whole weekend packing because we're about to start our little project at our house that we've been like working towards for a long time. So we had packing's the worst because like you see things, you unearth things like in your closet or something that just hadn't been there and they don't need to be there. You don't need them, but you're like, do I throw this away? Like,
Are you a little bit of a hoarder?
I could use this in a couple of years.
You're giving hoarder a little bit.
No. Actually, Lacey and I have done a really good job of trying to be anti-hoarder.
Yeah.
Now, there are some things that were like with our kids' age, are their kids going to want to see this? Are they going to want to use this? Are they going to it's a hard balance to make, but we've thrown a lot of stuff away. But it is, we're moving. So like we're all going to be like camped in like one portion of our house during renovation for like a while.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make that nice, but we're about to start a little demolition at the house.
Ooh, you should do a demo party.
A demo party? Just
and like invite friends over to
sledgehammers?
Start. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Right?
People love that.
Oh, people love that
what
stuff.
They got now, the rage rooms?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've seen that. I've never done it. I don't know, like, does that sound cool to you, a rage room?
I would do it.
Just go in and break stuff?
I would do it once.
I got some rage I can get out. I would do it.
Yeah, but
I could demolition your whole house right now just off rage.
Really?
Yeah.
But that intrigued you to go to a rage room and like just throw plates against the ground, take a bat to an old TV.
If somebody invited me, I would go. But I don't think I'm ever going to be like, hey, let's all go to a rage room.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if like, I've seen people do it. I've seen like TV shows where they'll do it to blow off steam or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it looks that great to me. I think I'd just rather punch a punching bag or something.
Yeah.
I think I could do it.
Yeah.
It just seems like a waste of plates.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Anyway, that was what we did. So I wanted to. I had like all the games, and we're gonna talk about the Saints here a little while coming up next segment. But like I had it on, but I couldn't like lock in as much as I could because like we've been a little bit procrastinating.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like T-minus like not that many days until we start. And we're like, oh crap, we gotta get the roll. I guess gotta go. So we were focusing on that, but there was a lot to take away from the Saints game, and it was exciting to just all the buildup of the offseason. Of course, finally get to see them go out, put their actual uniforms on, play another team, something to cheer about, a lot of things to overreact to.
Mm-hmm. Like Spencer?
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the quarterbacks are always going to be like the Zach Wilson.
QB2?
Is he the top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now?
Seems like it.
Kidding me? A lot to get to, a lot to react to, and we're going to get to that on the other side of the break right here and Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
I go to pelicanroof.com, pelicanroof.com. If you know where we live, right? We live in Louisiana. We got pretty crazy weather here. It's hurricane season right now. You never know. It is unpredictable. Most important part of your house is going to be that roof. Protect your house, protect your things. And when you're dealing with your roof, you want to deal with the best company in Louisiana when it comes to working on your roof, repairing your roof, replacing your roof. So give them a call and they will come out and give you a consultation. They will look at your roof and be like, all right, your roof is good to go. There is nothing wrong with it. It's going to last another 5 years, whatever it is. Maybe they say it does need a roof replacement. Well, you're going to want them doing that job because they're going to help you with the financing options for one. They can walk you through the entire step of the way. But just go to their website, pelicanroof.com. You'll see all the 5-star reviews from, the internet, not just their website. They didn't put those there. The people put them there. So go check it out. Pelicanroof.com, the best roofing company in Louisiana, pelicanroof.com.
We've only got one. You. Auctioneer Andrews Institute. Long live you.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back here off the bench Monday morning. Live from the Raising Cane's studio. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive, BayouAutomotive.com. You'll get you a new vehicle. Maybe it's a brand new vehicle. Maybe it's a used vehicle. Whatever it is, go work with the folks over at BayouAutomotive.com. They are the easiest company to work with, the easiest group to work with. They got 9 full-time drivers on staff right over there. So if you are shopping for a new car, you can buy one right online. You can buy one from your phone right now. And they will drive it to you, drop it off, pick up your old car, take it back in for a trade-in. Easiest company around to work with, so go check them out. And every single Monday, our show is brought to you by Bayou Automotive. All right, let's get to it. Little New Orleans Saints football. The Superdome was rocking. You know what wasn't rocking? The color on the broadcast for a little while. Was that the same for everybody? It's like a weird color at the beginning. Then all of a sudden, like middle of the first quarter, it just like went to like normal.
It's because the NFL hates the Saints. I only noticed it on that broadcast. The others were okay.
Like what broadcast?
I saw vibrant, clear colors on the other TV broadcast.
What? There was 2 TV broadcasts?
No, I'm seeing the other games.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There was. And then all of a sudden, like, Rattler drops back in basically black and white, and then all of a sudden he turns into pure color. It's beautiful. But I don't know. That was the one thing that I noticed for the main part there. But the Saints go down in preseason. Jaguars beat them 24-20. And I don't know. Would you say, it's preseason, right? I don't think anything's going to top the Hall of Fame game when it comes to preseason. But I would say pretty exciting game nonetheless, Taylor.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, the opening kickoff returned to 86 yards by Ty Chandler, who I think is going to make this football team because of his ability on special teams. Mm-hmm. And then first play, Audric Estime, 9 yards. After you get down there, you hand it to him. He runs around the end, touchdown. So your first offensive play, I mean, you score within the first 20 seconds of that game, and everything looks great. And, yeah, I mean, you ultimately lost, but I don't really care about wins or losses in preseason. I'm looking at more of who stood out, what looked good, what didn't. And by and large, I mean, the guys I wanted to see have good performances did for the most part.
Mm-hmm. So, like that opening kickoff return, touchdown by Estime, sticks out a little bit to me because of exactly what you said when you walked in this morning. Do you think there's running back situation? Who do you think is going to, right now, in your opinion, do you think Estime made a couple of strides to become that third running back in the group?
I already thought he should have been the third running back in the group before this game, but yeah, Matt, I don't think Kendre Miller's going to make this team.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit a couple weeks ago. Ty Chandler, he has the ability on special teams. Estime looks like the third running back right now. You know Kamara and A-Chain are set. That's 4 guys right there. This is a coaching staff that drafted Devin Neal. There's your 5th running back. Do you keep him around, depending on what his injury situation looks like? And C.J. Donaldson, the rookie out of Ohio State, got a little bit of run. He got 4 carries. Now, I mean, literally 4 carries for 0 yards, but he was still out there. He's still healthy and available. I don't know if Kendre makes this team.
Yeah, and it's kind of a shame, right? It's a shame that he can't stay healthy because he's obviously talented. That's why they keep him around. That's why people still project him to potentially make the roster because like your best ability is availability. That's the saying. That's whatever. You can't make the club in the tub. Blah blah blah. But like at some point it matters. At some point talent doesn't matter anymore if you can't show that talent. And some people are just more injury prone. And some people aren't as tough, and I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's a combination of both. We don't know. It's all speculation, but it does suck. I mean, it's brutal, and it's unfortunate that it continues to happen for whatever the reason it is. Do we have an official quarterback competition for backup?
No, but
apparently,
I think it gives you options if you are trying to get some trade value for Rattler. Like we had Dev on the other day, and we were talking about it. I think Zach Wilson is a good backup quarterback. I mean, everybody wants to look at what he did with the Jets. We talk about it all the time. Sam Darnold was bad with the Jets. Aaron Rodgers wasn't even great with the Jets. Guys, the Jets suck. They're a terrible organization. Find me a quarterback in the last.
The New York Jets.
The New York Jets.
Wow.
Hot take.
Find me a quarterback that is good with the New York Jets. Like he got to work with Sean Payton at the Denver Broncos after he left. He got to sit and learn and hear from Sean. That's going to help him. I like Zach Wilson. The talent's still there. This is a guy that still got drafted number 2 overall. He had a good college career at BYU. Like, he can throw the ball a little bit. I'm not asking him to go out there and start games, but I mean, I thought he played well.
Yeah, he comes in the game, I believe, with about 5 minutes left in the first half, so in the second quarter, and does really well. Like, it does all the things that you're supposed to do. He goes 11 for 16, 145 yards passing with a touchdown. Then after that, Hunter Deckers comes in. And I gotta admit, before the show started, I was like, wait, who's Hunter Deckers?
No, before this segment.
Oh, before this segment. That's right. Yeah.
He gave you a little homework during
I
break.
was like, wait a minute. Who's this Hunter Deckers fella? Because at that point, I was not watching the game.
Yeah.
I was just continue to live my life. Wasn't playing outside because it's so hot, but I was packing. So
you're playing inside.
Yeah, I played inside. That's exactly right.
I played outside.
So this Hunter Deckers fella goes 8 of 15 for 69 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, but fine. But I think a lot of the big talk is Zach Wilson, of course, coming out of the game. Is he the backup? Obviously, we talk about it a lot. There's a lot of hate towards Spencer Rattler, and I don't know if he did anything in this game to alleviate any of that. I mean, he didn't play poorly.
No,
they had a really bad fumble.
They were short incompletions, but he was 8 of 11. It's not like he went out there and stunk it up.
It looked like the starting quarterback for most preseason games. Right. You go in and you're running very basic route concepts.
Most of your stuff's already scripted. Like
it's all scripted. You're not going to do anything crazy from a play calling standpoint. The defense is going to throw most of their starters out. They're going to run pretty basic, and they're starting and it's a starting defense for an NFL team. They're not going to give you deep passes when they're playing cover 3 and cover 4. You have to take underneath routes, and then. So yeah, the sack fumble was not a good play. He's year 3 now. He can't let that happen. But he did a good job. So they whiffed on. They made a bad communication. The tackle squeezed down on a blitz from the linebacker inside, and he left the end, the edge rusher, free to the running back, and he didn't communicate that to the running back, or the running back missed the communication from the left tackle, and a free runner, and Spencer spins out to the left, and then just makes a kind of a dumb mistake of holding onto the ball, trying to step up and fumbles. Can't do that. Can't happen. But other than that, like, I don't, the rest of the performance was just like, yeah, he's making accurate throws. There was one drop by tight end, but like it was like a whatever performance for me. It's kind of what I didn't expect anybody to like. I don't expect any starting 11 on any offense in a first preseason game to go light it up. Now, the exciting part is when the second quarter starts, by mid-second quarter, the backups start rotating, and then those games get exciting. I'd like to actually see stats from all second, third, fourth-string quarterbacks compared to, like, the first-string quarterback on all the teams.
It's good.
Huh.
It's actually really good for this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, Nuss was the second-team quarterback. He played well. Ty Simpson was awesome.
Did really well.
Drew Aller was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was the third quarterback over the weekend. But no, I mean,
Case Keenum,
dude,
he's still playing ball. He had a perfect passer rating.
How old is Case Keenum?
I don't know. He's got to be at least 55, playing in the fourth quarter of a preseason game, baby. It's time to shine.
38.
There we go. He was like 27 when he got in the NFL. I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
Wasn't he like a 60-year guy?
38 is crazy.
Yeah, so like the first preseason game, and I know we kind of talked about, like, I saw Ty Simpson's his highlights from the other day. His first 3 completions were on the exact same play, naked bootleg to the right. He hit a flat, he hit the tight end on the over, and then hit the flat again. Like, it's very basic plays, and you have to. It's just like we're running a hitch route against cover 4. Like, how good can my receiver be? How accurate can the quarterback be on time? So there's not a lot to watch, but like the second half is exciting to watch. But I don't think after one game of a good performance, this is great to see Zach Wilson perform like that. Like, you got a former first rounder, then you got a experienced number 2 guy in Spencer Rattler. You don't need 3. So you do, like, the better they play, the better Saints should feel. And again, so much hate towards Spencer.
So much
on the internet. I'm like, okay, whatever. But Zach Wilson.
He should never start in the NFL ever.
He shouldn't even be.
No.
Are you kidding me?
He should have got cut.
Shouldn't even be where to.
The one thing that gets brought up is his win-loss record. I'm like, guys, yeah, he's a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, what backup quarterback's going to go in there? You're not the next Tom Brady. Yep. You're not going to take anybody's job, but It wasn't his fault. Like, the whole team was bad.
I know. But there is some frustration. Like, I get it. Like, I kept seeing the comment, like, it's just boring to watch. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. He kind of goes through his reads and makes goes through all his reads and hits check down if he has. I get it. Yeah. And I was reading through Nick Underhill, because I respect his opinion. He's been at every single practice, and he's like, what I've seen at practice is not translated to the game. I'm like, well, kind of a course, because you're running very basic stuff. But anyway, yeah. I am glad that I was fired up to see Zach Wilson go out there and play well, because anytime you can play well at that position and you have numbers in that quarterback room, the better off you are, because it's a long season. You don't know what's going to happen from an injury standpoint. You want at least one person that can step into the game and be productive and kind of keep the train on the tracks. Now, potentially you have two guys, and that allows you to also be able to trade or make moves or whatever it is. So Saints fans should be excited about the quarterback room, I believe, and we're excited. Hopefully this week we get to see at least a little bit of Tyler Shuck. I would expect to see him for at least a quarter at some point during the preseason.
Do the Saints have one of the most solid quarterback rooms in the entire NFL?
It's an interesting question.
If Shuck keeps it up.
Like, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I do kind of want to talk about that before on the next side, on the other segment, talk about kind of Tyler Shuck's rookie class.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of news being made with Jackson Dart this past weekend. And also, we'll give you a Jordyn Tyson update as well, as got a little hamstring, something that we've all been worried about.
Ross Jackson? Ross Jackson?
Yeah.
He said he can come on at 8.
Ooh, we might
so
get
maybe a little more Saints talk.
I know, and like, look, we're going to talk a little bit LSU, but there's not a lot to report on. Nobody got to see anything from the scrimmage this past weekend. So we'll give you as much as we can. See if we can get anybody to that maybe got eyes on the scrimmage. I've been texting.
Didn't Richard say he was going to?
I texted a few people, and I hadn't got any confirmation that anybody actually went.
Okay.
So yeah,
perfect.
We'll see. But before we go to break, I want to tell you about our friends over at K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living, K2ZBlinds.com. Yeah, do you want to like spruce up your house a little bit? Are you looking around your house and be like, man, I could really use an upgrade right here? So if you're tired of looking at those outdated blinds, harsh sunlight, rooms that just don't feel finished, it's time to call K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. K2Z brings the showroom directly to your home with free in-home consultations that help you find the perfect custom window treatments to fit your style, your needs, and your budget. From custom blinds, shades, plantation shutters, drapes, even motorized window coverings. They have the solution for every room in your home. And they got that mobile showroom that works around your schedule, and it makes the process very simple, very stress-free. Best of all, K2Z offers free installation on all those blind shades and shutters, so you can enjoy a professional look without all the hassle. Serving Louisiana for nearly 30 years, and they are committed to help create a more comfortable and beautiful home for you. So learn more and schedule your free consultation, K2ZBlinds.com. All right, we're going to talk more Saints on the other side right here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
Bayou Ford has 0% APR with no payments for 90 days and $1,000 down payment assistance on select 2026 Ford models.
Plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
People think it's all about game day. Let's go! But the real work happens in the off season.
Spring practices, early lifts,
Extra reps. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
So we can do what we do best.
We trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
Another roof gone too soon. Looks like neglect. There's no doubt about it. This is a case of poor installation. At Pelican Roofing, we don't guess. We investigate to find the real cause of your roof's problems. Call Pelican Roofing for your free roof investigation today. Case closed.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
Yes, sir. 3-6 Mafia featuring UGK up in this junk. You about to sip on this scissor.
There's gonna be a whole lot of sipping it up, pouring it up, drinking it up. Going on around here in the year 66, 61. Boy,
y'all know how we do it.
Now pour it on up. It's going down. Dipping on some scissor.
Ooh.
Dipping on some
I mean,
how it started like that. That was on me. Bad move.
I mean, whoever edited this one
did a great job.
I mean, tip of the cap. You did. That's a tough job.
They had their work cut out for
They
them.
had their work. This took a while.
They basically just blocked out all the
They
whatever
said
they
junk.
said. Yeah.
All up in this
All
junk.
Anyway.
All right, welcome back here off the bench Monday morning. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive every single week. All right, we're still talking a little Saints preseason week number 1 and the close loss to the Jaguars. But worry not, Saints fans. It does sound like the Saints kicked that butt, kicked that junk all last week when they practiced against the Jaguars. What?
Kick that junk is...
Kick that junk.
'Cause, I mean... yeah.
Wait, I got a text.
Oh, you got a text.
Before
All right.
we get, okay, this is funny and it's off tangent. It's a Simpsons meme, and it says, some are saying this is Matt Flynn, and it's the grandpa from The Simpsons. He's taking down the flag, and it's like, there are only 49 stars on that flag. And the grandpa goes, I'll be deep in the cold, cold ground before I recognize Missouri. That is you.
That is me, for sure. What I don't know what conference they're in. They're independent.
Not the SEC.
Not the SEC. Not my SEC.
Don't Missouri my SEC.
Yeah, not my Southeastern Conference. Okay, a little bit to be
It's
worried.
such a weird thing to hate Missouri.
I know.
It's like they don't do anything.
It's like I said it. They're harmless. I got it.
They don't do anything.
Earlier, off air, before the show started, we were talking about Spencer Rattler, and you're like, whatever, I'm not going to die on that hill.
I'm not gonna die on that hill.
You will die on this Missouri hill.
You're right. It's like as soon as if I make a stance, like I think Richard kind of spilled the beans last week.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty stubborn.
No.
So yeah, there's really nothing they can do for me.
No, I mean, and that's fair. They
That's
don't.
fair.
They don't give SEC. They're literally in the Midwest. Like, isn't Missouri the Midwest?
I mean, I would say so.
Oklahoma probably is too, huh?
Yeah, I would say. I mean,
So why is a Midwestern school in my SEC?
Right? That's a good question. So, what part of the country would Oklahoma be considered?
I mean, if Missouri,
I don't think it's Midwest. Like Midwest to me is like
it's further
Minnesota,
west than Missouri.
Michigan.
The U.S.
Illinois.
Census Bureau classifies Missouri as a Midwestern state. So why is it in the SEC, in the Southeastern Conference?
And that was like, they joined before it was
did, yeah.
popular to, before California teams were joining the Big Ten.
Okay, so the census classifies Oklahoma as the South. So they have a claim to the SEC.
Yeah, look, I got a map. Oklahoma just missed it.
Ah, so that's the
Look,
Midwest?
I mean, Oklahoma's
that's the Midwest?
right there. They just missed it. Oklahoma just snuck in.
Pissed.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I believe this map or not. Because I always heard when I was in Wisconsin that it was part of the Midwest.
Right.
I would put like Illinois in that as well. It's a tough situation. So there's the Southeast, but then there's just the South. And is the South just Oklahoma, Texas?
Hang on, I got a different one here for you that kind of includes states you're talking about.
Ah, okay.
Still no Oklahoma,
so
though.
this is still no Oklahoma. So they're definitely not Midwest. I guess the Southeast.
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm just like one of the people that asks the real questions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so
why is a Midwestern state in the SEC?
And they joined before like people were like just doing crazy things with their locations and conferences. I don't get it. Whatever. We say all that to just say no.
Anyway, isn't Texas State in the Pac-12?
Huh?
Isn't Texas State in the Pac-12 or something?
Probably.
Yeah, all the state.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Notre Dame stinks. You know what else stinks? Jordyn Tyson's soft tissue.
Yeah, it kind of does,
great, right?
man.
It's not great.
Kind of does. He suffered a hamstring injury. This was during the joint practice. News came out Friday about midday that he had suffered this hamstring injury. It was about halfway through Thursday's joint practice is when it happened. This is the same hamstring that he had previously injured. However, I mean, Kellen Moore says it's not anything related to a previous hamstring injury. It's something new, so we'll collect more information on that, put together a plan moving forward.
I guess that's better. I guess that's better that it's new and not like a pre-existing hamstring
I guess,
issue.
but now he's got two issues, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to. You said that, and I was like, which one's better? Like, which one would I guess the new thing.
Right. Now, they haven't ruled him out officially for any length of time, but there is belief that this could actually linger into the Week 1 matchup against Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So his status is kind of up in the air for the start of the season. But we talked about this at the end of last week. Last year, this would have been a blow. If, like, you lose a Chris Olave, dude, Bub Means was your leading receiver on Saturday and looked good. Berryon Browns looked good. You got Bryce Lance. You got Vele. You got Chris Olave. Like,
yeah, so much more
I think
depth.
you're okay.
Yeah, you got so much more depth. And, of course, we know Chris Olave has a little bit of an injury history as well. If those guys can just, like, not be out of the same time for an extended period of time. Like, we know 17 weeks is a long year. And it's a lot to ask for a receiver to be healthy for all 17 games, especially one with history. And so the two are your number 1 and 2 going to be have a history with injuries. So it is one of those deals that you're not going to get him for 17 games. I just don't think that's in the cards. But if he can 14, 15 games, something like that, I think that's a win, at least in year 1. It's in a very short period of time. Jordyn Tyson has proven that the worry that everybody had was real. Like it was right. People were correct to be worried about his injury history, but he's also proven in a short period of time that he was deserved of his draft position as well. He is an elite receiver and an elite route runner. And we've seen that. Now, we haven't been able to see it in a preseason game. Of course, there's only been one, but we've seen it in multiple clips of him at practice looking as I watch him run routes, and I'm trying to judge him against some veteran receivers and some of the best route. Like, he is an elite route runner right now, and it is proof of it justifies the risk that was taken, but also it justifies the risk that was there. And that's going to be it's going to be the thing to watch this year, because if him and Olave can both be healthy at the same time, and Tyler Shuck makes the jumps that we think, this is going to be it's going to be an offense that people are going to fear. And what does that translate into? A ton of wins? I don't know. It remains to be seen. How can the defense play? So we'll see. But it's one of those things. You got to get him healthy, and to go back to what Kellen Moore said, I guess that it's good that it was a new hamstring issue and not an old one. You could look at it both ways. You could probably make the argument both ways, but it's something to keep an eye on, and it's just one of those deals. As Saints fans, you got to know this first year you're not going to get 17 out of him, and it's probably going to miss week 1. Hopefully they can get him back fully healthy for week 2, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, but if he can be back and him and Olave can just not both miss too many games at the same time, I think this offense can still be deadly. All right. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about those receivers who shine when we come back right here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
All right. Have you been injured? Well, whether it's at your place of work, maybe it's a car accident, maybe it's a truck accident, it doesn't matter. Go call the experts. Go to getgordon.com. That is the website for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Doesn't matter where you are, all over Louisiana. Doesn't matter where the accident happened. If you are in Louisiana right now and you have been injured, we'll call the experts. They've been fighting for Louisiana folks for a long, long time. And they'll go get exactly what you deserve. They will fight. They will go and they will defend you, and they will fight for you. Call 888-8888. It doesn't matter where you are. Dial your area code followed by the 8s. We've seen all the amazing work that Gordon McKernan has done around the community. We see all the work that he does with his charities and the giveaways, and we see all the great work they've done in the NIL space. But at the heart of everything, they are there to fight for you. So if you've been injured, call Gordon McKernan and his team. Get the G guarantee. You don't pay unless they win. Go to getgordon.com.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
My name is Mike Krumholt, and I've been with First American Bank for 4 years. What makes First American Bank special is we're able to offer all the products and services that any other big bank can offer. What sets us apart is being able to give that small town feel that someone can pick up the phone and they can talk to someone or stop by the branch and get excellent customer service.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you.
problem gambling isn't always easy to spot.
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Closing out hour number 1, live from the Raising Cane's studio. Monday show brought to you every single week by Bayou Automotive. Taylor, you just brought something to my attention that is...
It confused me.
It confused me a
I thought we
little
went
bit.
back in time.
Yeah. There's a trial that starts this week.
Yeah, they are calling it the Tupac murder trial. The guy who's on trial is not actually being accused of murdering him, but like an accessory to it, right? Yes. Like kind of calling the shots of it. Dwayne Davis will be in a Las Vegas courtroom today.
30 years ago.
Tupac trial. Yep.
September 7th, 1996, drive-by shooting in Las Vegas that killed Tupac Shakur.
I mean, the man's 63. What are we going to get out of this?
Yeah, so let's see. Key evidence here. Prosecution's case relies heavily on public statements, media interviews, and details from Davis's 2019 memoir, in which he described himself as an organizer of the shooting.
Way to go, Dwayne.
Probably don't
probably
do that.
how they called him. Yeah, they say he supplied the weapon, orchestrated the attack, as some sort of retaliation. So they don't think he fired the shot, but he was kind of the man with the plan.
Well, if we could finally get a little bit of justice for Tupac.
I agree.
30 years after, murder trial starts today. Interesting stuff.
Doesn't move the needle for me.
No?
I mean...
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's Tupac.
And rest in peace. Bless his soul.
Yeah,
But...
I mean, the guy just made a memoir. He told him he did it. All right, stick with us. Off the bench.
Off the bench.
That's OJ behavior.
That is OJ behavior. All right, as the kids head back to school, Ochsner Health wants to remind families that a successful school year starts with good health. That means paying attention to more than just the grades. Check in with your child's mental health as well. Encourage open conversations with them every single day. Make time to connect as they adjust to a new school year. A few extra minutes talking each day can make a huge difference. And healthy habits matter as well. So make sure your kids are packing or eating balanced lunches with proteins, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and sometimes let them help you plan that meal or choose their meal so they're more excited to make those smart choices. Good nutrition helps support learning, helps support energy, focus throughout the entire school day. If your child plays sports, don't forget annual sports physicals as well, along with proper hydration, stretching, plenty of rest, and the right protective equipment to help keep them healthy and performing their best all season long. For more back-to-school health tips or to schedule an appointment, visit ochsner.org/VR.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews.
With Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench, Monday morning. Live from the Raising Cane studio. Hope you're having a great start to the week. Whether you're watching in the office, maybe you're driving around, maybe you just dropped off the kids. I know carpool is over. So I know Taylor's excited, so you can now say some curse words because all the kids are dropped off. Don't shake your head at me. You know it's true. All right. Let's talk a little Saints with the man from Locked On Saints podcast. Writes for the Saints here on LouisianaSports.net. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ross Jackson. Ross, what's up, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks for jumping on. We appreciate it. I know it's everyone's buzzing right now. We finally get to see the Saints take the field, put on their real jerseys, their real helmets, and play a little football. And well, the Saints didn't get the win, but I don't know if that really matters right now because there's a lot to take away from the game. Let's just start kind of from like a broad perspective. Like, how do you think a couple of practices against the Jaguars, and then, of course, you go against then you play the game. Did the game kind of match up from a competitiveness that it did in practice, or did the practice go a little different than the game?
Yeah, I'd probably say that the practice went a little bit different than the game just because we saw more of sort of that first-team offense, first-team defense on both sides. And so the competition kind of felt a little bit more charged between those guys getting their first opportunities. But, these guys that got their opportunity to compete during the preseason game didn't lack for competitive value at all, obviously. I mean, these are guys that have an opportunity to either, grab a roster spot or a role here in New Orleans or put up good tape for 31 other teams to get a look at. And I think that becomes, a big charge for a lot of these guys as well. You could feel a little bit of the kind of nerves settled after the game, talking to people and everything about how I was really amped up going out there for the first time and all that. And so you could definitely feel all of that there. But I will say, I think that the joint practice obviously put together, something really fun to watch.
Yeah, let's start on the defensive side of the ball because, here on the show, we talk a lot of offense. We kind of skip around the defense a little bit, rightfully so. Defense is a bunch of dummies. But look, there's a lot of question marks on the defense. We'd think that the offense, if healthy, can be explosive. But on the defense, there's some question marks. Let's start with the defensive line and stopping the run. They did a really nice job during the game stopping the run, but there's still a lot of question marks. There are some injuries they're working through. How did you feel coming after the game on just kind of the run defense?
Yeah, I think the most impressive player to watch in that area in the limited snaps that he got was Kristen Miller. And that's exactly what I'm sure the Saints are hoping to have said after the preseason game. It's a rookie they drafted out of Georgia in the second round at defensive tackle. He just looked so tough to move, really, really athletic especially for his size and the way that he was able to break through. Got a pressure at one point with a bull rush right up the middle. Ended up being able to peel off of blocks to make stops. Average depth of tackle looked really good, all those areas and all the analytics that were there too. I think he was one of the highest graded players coming out of this matchup as well. Just really, really excellent stuff. Now he's dealing with a shoulder injury. He had to leave just before halftime. And then, he kind of left the injury tent. He was still in the injury tent as everybody went into the locker room. And then so when he left the injury tent, he went back to the locker room, which usually is an indication that he wouldn't finish the game. But it's not like he had anywhere else to go. He had to go to the locker room where everybody else was for halftime. And then so we had to wait until the top of the second half to see if he came back out, which he did not. But as long as, he ends up checking out okay and being healthy moving forward, or the Saints are able to keep him on the field during the regular season, as he's dealt with a couple of injuries now over the course of training camp, I think he's going to be a big asset for them in that area.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things when you watch practice, you really don't know how the defensive line is doing.
Right.
So the game is kind of like your litmus test. That's the only thing you really have to grade on. But like another unit that you can get a lot from, like the secondary, you can get a lot from practice as well. How do you think they did in the game? And also, how do you, in the practices leading up to, there's some question marks from the depth at corner, the depth in the secondary. Have they answered some of those backups, some of those young guys, have they answered that question?
Yeah, I think that they're in the process of doing so. Look, I've always been a little bit higher on the Saints' depth than other people. I just think that it's constructed in a way that we're not accustomed to seeing, in that the starters are the young guys. It's Kool-Aid McKinstry going into his third season. It's Quincy Riley going into his second. It's Jonas Sanker going into his second. And those are your top three corners or cornerback-like positions in Sanker's perspective. But then the depth includes guys like Isaac Yiadom and Martin Emerson Jr., who have been in the NFL for a little while and are kind of the more veteran players, Rajon Wright as well. And so I always look at positions where you have young starters and veteran depth. I always look at that as a positive. I think it's not often looked at that way. And I think that a guy that really proved himself in that conversation in the preseason game, as well as the week leading up to the preseason game, was Martin Emerson Jr. This guy was a really excellent corner coming out of Mississippi State when he was over with the Cleveland Browns before he got injured, and looks to be returning to some level of that form here over the course of the past week, whether he's taken snaps in the practice or in the preseason. And regardless of who he's been going up against, he's been able to kind of, make better plays on the ball, close on the ball a little bit more quickly. He's been snagging interceptions, things like that. I thought that he was really impressive. And then I thought that cornerback Jordyn Price was really impressive too. He was the highest rated player coming out of this game. Had 2 passes defended, including a pass breakup and an interception. He had a pressure on the one pass rush opportunity that he got, and didn't allow a single catch on the 3 times that he was targeted, him playing in that star position. I think that he's the guy that's ready to go from practice squad to 53.
Ooh, I like that. So, yeah, I was going to ask you to give me somebody on defense that probably wasn't projected to make the 53, but that might after their first couple of weeks in the first game, but I think he kind of just did.
Yeah, I think that he's kind of the guy. There are a couple of other guys on that defensive line that might be fighting there. Depending on how long the hamstring injury goes for Cam Jordyn, if the Saints end up needing an extra player on the rotation of the edge. I mean, Central Michigan pass rusher and the undrafted free agent Mike Heldman, obviously, he made a case for himself too, right? And so he would probably be the other guy, but that one would be a little bit more contingent upon the situation at edge rusher and how the numbers game pans out. Jordyn Price, I think, has just left no question between his ability to back up that star role, which he's been doing since really in season last year. And then also you add on his ability as a returner, and then you add the special teams value that he brings while he is sitting back there waiting for an opportunity on the 53-man roster. He's the guy that could easily jump into that role.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the offensive side of the ball. And look, I hate to ask you about somebody that didn't play, but is Kendre Miller going to make this team?
I don't know, man. What's the phrase? Can't make the club from the tub or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what it feels like with Kendre right now. And look, I say that, and it sounds so disparaging about Kendre. There's no question about the talent when it comes to this guy. The question is, when do you get to see it? And it seems, each of these training camps, he's had an issue or some issue during the season. They started him off with a clean slate last year, but it's tough to go from a clean slate to then you add the ACL injury on top of it. Now this back injury that's kept him out for the majority of training camp. if he wants to make the roster, he's going to have to get back out on the football field soon, and he's going to have to stay on the football field. And at this point, the performance is going to have to be really convincing, because I think guys like, Audric Estime have really made their kind of claim for that role behind Travis Etienne Jr. and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, is it like, even if he comes back for a game and looks healthy for a week or two, is it still, is the talent enough, or is there too much of a history now to like not be trustworthy?
Yeah, that's the thing that's so tricky about it. Like, the performance would have to be considerable, right? Like, you'd have to really, really make a statement in your return. And obviously that's what he would be charged to do from a motivation standpoint and everything like that. But it feels like you'd really have to put up a strong performance here in any return and in any opportunity that you get, in order to really convince this coaching staff to see beyond the availability concerns and everything. If not, I think maybe if he's healthy, a practice squad spot could be in order, but it's becoming a little bit tough to project him on the 53-man roster, even as somebody that knows that the talent is absolutely there. It's just hard to put somebody on a roster that's not available.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to somebody else who has 100% in a very short amount of time completely justified why he was a top 10 pick, but also completely justified why people had concerns. Jordyn Tyson has been absolutely electric in his route running abilities in practice, but also has a new soft tissue injury. So what have you heard coming out of camp about Jordyn Tyson, his availability? How long do we think he's going to be out? And just kind of like his camp as a whole leading up to this date, it's just been kind of course, like I said, the soft tissue injury, but man, he is, watching him run routes has been absolutely electric. But how many games are we going to be able to see him actually play this year?
Yeah, look, I get the question. It's a challenging thing to look at, and right now, I think the thing that's most concerning is the lack of clarity about his injury. His injury went from being one to where saw him jog off the field and kind of sounded like maybe it wasn't super much of a big deal. Sounded like it was a little bit more minor, and then it went from that to days after the injury, they're still in the information gathering process. Like, that's typically not a great sign. And look, with hamstring injuries in particular, it's always a matter of a matter of when, not if. And so, the overall expectation was that eventually there was going to be some revisiting of the hamstring injury at some point during his career. It stinks that it happened this early for him, because now that creates sort of this long path to re-injury, or long ramp of re-injury potentially. And so you got to be very careful with that. As for a timeline, look, Kellen Moore acknowledged that it could go into week one. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, just from what we've seen from the Saints. They've been very, very cautious, and they have a passing game that they know works with Tyler Shuck, Chris Olave, Juwan Johnson, Devon Bailey, and then now you've added in a run game with Travis Etienne Jr. You bring in guys like Noah Fant, Oscar Delp, Bryce Lance, Barryon Brown, all these players that they've added this offseason. It kind of leaves you the question of, can you actually go into the season without rushing Jordyn Tyson back because of all of those weapons that you have, and how does that work in their favor? And so I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing lingering to the regular season, just because at this point that's kind of the expectation. That seems like they're kind of soft launching in a way. And after that, though, I think the biggest thing is going to be kind of similar to what we talked about with Kendre. That the talent's there, the performance is going to be incredible once he gets there. It reminds me of it was Odell Beckham Jr. He had a hamstring injury during his rookie season, played 11 games, but missed some time due to his due to his hamstring. But he averaged like 108.8 yards per game when he played. Jordyn Tyson is that level of performer, that level of athlete, to where when you can finally get him out on the field, the talent's going to be there. But the big thing is going to be maximizing the length of time or the long play to make sure that he's available for you for a longer amount of time, even if that means sacrificing some of the short term here right now.
Yeah, and I think, Ross, it's unrealistic for anybody to have the expectation that he's going to play 17 games. So it's all about managing, and it's the job of Kellen Moore and his staff and the training staff and the doctors there to manage this the right way. And, good thing for the Saints this year as opposed to past years is there is depth at that position.
Right.
And he had some really good performances on Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's some guys to be excited about, and there's guys, and that's one of the reasons why you go and you load up at the position, right? They drafted 3 wide receivers for the first time since 1989. And there were 12 rounds in the draft back in '89. And so, like, this shows you that this team was willing to load up at the position, and now you can kind of see why that would turn out to be a little bit more fortuitous, probably sooner than expected.
All right, let's talk the important stuff, the good stuff. Finally, let's talk quarterbacks. All right, so we go into the game. Spencer Rattler, 8 of 11, but of course there wasn't really anything exciting. Zach Wilson, 11 of 16, and that was exciting. There was some exciting plays, but that's kind of how second halves of preseason games go. Starts out a little boring, gets exciting towards the end with all these guys trying to scrap and fight and claw and make a team.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you see out of the two quarterbacks, and are the Saints in a pretty good spot in their quarterback room right now?
Yeah, I think that they are. Look, Spencer Rattler's performance in the preseason didn't look like what it looked like throughout training camp. I mean, he was downfield, pushing the ball downfield, all those things. So I think from that perspective, a lot of people are going to be overwhelmed by his performance. But I think a lot of people were also excited about Zach Wilson's performance, and I think rightfully so. Zach got out there and, 11 of 16, like you mentioned, 145 yards, passing touchdown, where he connected with rookie tight end Oscar Delp at the front pylon. A couple of plays after connecting with Bub Means at the right pylon that also looked like that could have been a touchdown, was initially ruled a touchdown at least. But I think that the thing that was exciting about Zach Wilson's performance for a lot of folks was the attacking downfield. It was the sluggo down the right sideline on the fade to the right. It was the cover 2 hole shot to Barryon Brown that came, swiftly after that. It was the play action rollout completion to Bub Means and all the play action things. There were a lot of things that just kind of worked with Zach Wilson. And I think that the thing that's intriguing about that is that that's the guy that spent the least amount of time in that quarterback room in Kellen Moore's system. And you could see the way that Kellen Moore's system still supported that quarterback. You can see it with Hunter Deckers at the end of the game as well. And so I think it's a proof positive of what it is that Kellen Moore's system does. And Zach Wilson talked about it after the game of having sort of these all coverage beaters to where there's no such thing as the perfect coverage to take away the play. Now, it might take away one of the routes. It might be the big play, it might be all that, but there's always somewhere to go with the football, and that is quarterback friendly, which I'm sure you can attest to as well, in terms of creating those pure progressions and giving you all those opportunities to be able to beat whatever coverage and always find an answer. I thought that what was really like the big takeaway from Zach Wilson's performance was about the proof positive nature that it created for Kellen Moore's offense and what it can look like going into 2026.
What do you think Mickey and his staff are, what's their play in the quarterback room right now? Is it just trying to make the quarterback room as best they can for depth in that room, or are they trying to potentially get something out of one of these quarterbacks as far as a trade or get some sort of asset back for them?
I think, I don't know if they're trying to. I don't think that they would turn their nose up at the idea, though. If, let's say, some team called about either Spencer Rattler or Zach Wilson and the deal made sense, you'd be able to move one of those guys and feel really good about giving them an opportunity somewhere else, while also gaining an asset and giving yourself still the backup that can be really good for your starting quarterback. I think a lot of times when we talk about backup quarterback, the perception is the guy that goes in if the starter goes down, but there's a whole list of additional responsibilities, of course, that I'm sure you've seen that are, really important, right? The guy on the sideline that's able to say, here's what I saw, and have those types of conversations, all that. The guys in the film room, all of that. Like, there's so much value to that player that when you have two really good options, and they're good options from different perspectives, right? Spencer Rattler has the institutional knowledge, was a starter in the system. There's value in that. Zach Wilson has a lot of veteran experience and has been around other really good play callers like Sean Payton and Mike McDaniel. There's a lot of experience in that, a lot of value in that. And so figuring out which of those makes sense for you, or if a team figures it out for you by giving you the right phone call, I think you're in a really good place either way if you're the Saints.
Yeah, Ross, we appreciate your time today. I know we've gone a little long, but last question for you, I promise. Tell us what your thoughts are on the current state of the kicking battle.
Yes, absolutely. And don't apologize. We're long because my answers have been long. It's my fault. It's not you.
Talk a little
bit. But when it comes to the kicker position, I think this one's a really intriguing one. I think at this point you're starting to see Tanner Brown create some separation. And this is the first time we've really seen separation. We're talking about 2 field goal percentages right now that are hovering around like 79.5% for Charlie Smith, around 87 point something percent for Tanner Brown. And so this is really the first time that we've seen a little bit of separation. And so now this is the opportunity for either Charlie Smith to do what he did last year, which was he kind of flipped the switch when we went out to the West Coast, and all of a sudden he went perfect on like double-digit kicks down the stretch. Or it's an opportunity for Tanner Brown to create some cushion in that distance and maybe pull away a bit. And so I think this is the time where we're going to see this kicker battle really unfold. But I'd say right now, Tanner Brown now, just by the numbers, has a slight edge.
All right, there he is, Mr. Ross Jackson, Locked On Saints podcast, LouisianaSports.net. Check out all those awesome articles. Stay up to date on everything Saints training camp. Ross, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks for having me. Y'all take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. You too. All right, there he is, Ross Jackson. That was great stuff. We appreciate his time. So thoughtful. Good insight always on everything Saints and everything coming out. And a lot to come out of that preseason game. A lot of speculation as well. I think the biggest story that I have from the Saints right now is Jordyn Tyson. I think if he is healthy and available, he brings your offense into a very threatening position and a defensive nightmare if him and Olave are both on the field. So that's the story for me to watch. I know there's a lot of other storylines there and people making the roster and depth chart and defense line and secondary, but that offense can be very dangerous with those two wide receivers out there. So we'll continue to watch that. And we will we'll come back. We'll talk a little LSU on the other side right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org, your plumbing experts in the game. Been doing it a long time. This is a third-generation company. The Payne family has been the experts in the Baton Rouge area for a long, long time in the plumbing world. Now in the Baton Rouge area, in the Lafayette area as well, as they have that new office over there. So if you have a plumbing need, maybe it's a plumbing emergency, and something happens, middle of the night, you sprung a leak, middle of the night, something happens with the gas line, whatever it is, well, they get 24/7 emergency service. So have that peace of mind that whenever something happens, if something bad does happen, you can call them, and they'll come out in the middle of the night. They'll come out on a holiday. They'll come out during a Saints or an LSU game if they have to, because it's 24/7. They got your back when it comes to anything plumbing with water lines, gas lines, you name it. Hey, and look, if you need a tankless water heater, if you check, like if you didn't know that existed, like you can turn it on, and you got hot water forever. It can run for a day if you need it to. Never run out of hot water again. Call the experts, Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new Ram 1500 truck on our lot now with $22,000 off MSRP.
Plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
Are you ready for an internet experience that actually keeps up with you? Then you're ready to step into a new kind of reliability with Rev Fiber. When your internet works, the possibilities open up, and suddenly everything feels more connected, just the way it should be. Seamless enough to keep up with every swipe and every click, anywhere you are. So leave the buffering behind. 100% fiber, 0% runaround, where support is still personal. Rev Fiber. Visit revfiber.com.
I've been in banking for over 35 years. I usually start about 7:30 in the morning, and I usually leave somewhere around 5, or if customers need me to meet them at their house or their business places, I don't mind going after hours. I have done churches, subdivisions, retail.
Let's take some calls from the request line. Caller number 1.
Hey, man, what's up? This is Dominique from Shady No Trailer Park.
What's up, Dominique?
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
Shout out the radio station that gave you what you wanted.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Monday morning. We hope you're having a great start to the week. Hope your energy levels are high. Well, because they're high around here. They're high in the foxhole. And the only reason is because you picked this theme of music today, because I knew you saw my energy.
Bro.
You saw my face.
That's why when you just said the energy's high in the foxhole, I'm like,
Well, it wasn't. And I know that's why you picked this genre of music.
True.
To get the vibes high.
Yeah.
I mean, took me a second to wake up. It wasn't a restful weekend. Not from like a partying standpoint, but I did a lot of working.
Yeah.
You gotta stop partying hard on Sundays, Matt. We've talked about this.
That's on me. I called a laundry dude this morning.
Yeah.
it's really not as big of a deal as you're making it. I literally didn't think twice about it until you said something.
It wasn't a big deal.
You saw me again.
It was just weird.
Yeah. You saw me again. You're like, let me address this.
It was one of those situations where you say something.
You thought about it after?
Yeah. It's kind of like when.
You're like, why did I?
When the flight attendant says, have a great flight, and you're like, you too. You're like,
well, they're flying too.
Yeah, well, the person at the airport taking the ticket. They're like, have a great flight, you too. And then you're like,
the movie theater, getting the popcorn, enjoy your movie.
Oh, the movie theater is where it happens to me every single time.
Right. Like, I feel like that's the one. Like, why do I always say you two to the people handing me my popcorn? Why?
It doesn't make any sense. And then afterwards, you think about it 30 seconds later, and you're like, oh, man, I sound like a real idiot.
I didn't even think about it.
I called you dude, and then you walked off, and I was like, oh, that was weird.
After you brought it up again,
let me
I
get
was
ahead
like,
of this.
oh, you were thinking about that.
I was like, let me get ahead of this one. After the whole not noticing your hair situation the other day, I wanted to get ahead of the dude thing.
You're like, what a way to start the morning. I mean, come on.
God.
Well, didn't even say anything about it today.
Don't start. Don't try me. Anyway, guess what?
Didn't even notice that I painted my nails. Just kidding. What?
Damn it. Guess what?
What?
18 sleeps until Clemson comes to Death Valley.
Look at that. That's right.
18 sleeps, people. 19 days until LSU takes on Clemson, baby. We excited or what?
I'm very excited.
I know it seems so far away still because we're still training camp. There's we're getting very limited information coming out of training camp because media doesn't have much accessibility. There was a scrimmage on Saturday, but no one got to see it. How did they do? So much it seems so far away, but it's only 18 sleeps away. You're going to put your head on your pillow 18 more times. Close those eyes. Wake up to an alarm all angry for 18 more days.
Yeah.
But on that 19th day,
it's going to be sweet.
You're going to wake up.
Sweet.
You're going to smell the air. It's still going to be about 115 wet bulb out there. It's okay. It's going to feel like fall. It's LSU playing football that day. And it's close.
Yeah.
It is very close. And guess where they're playing?
Who?
The real Death Valley. And Mr. Dabo Sweeney recently was asked about playing in Baton Rouge, and he had this to say.
But it's
Man, I got so much respect for that place, first of all. I mean, it's one of the great places in college football. I mean, to play a football game, they're on you from the time you land at the airport. I mean, it is, and then a night game on top of it. There's a little juice in that lemonade. They're waiting on you. So it's awesome. It's one of the great places to play a game. Lane's done an unbelievable job. I mean, they got dudes for dudes. They're all over the place. So be a fun way to kick it off.
Well, the ultimate respect coming from Mr. Dabo Swinney. Kind of said it smugly a little bit, but basically told me in that interview that we are the real Death Valley. And he said we got dudes for dudes for dudes. I think he meant we got a lot of talent. And
dudes and dudes.
Dudes and dudes and dudes right there. And, well, what we think we have a little bit of talent, which we didn't last year, was on the defensive line. Taylor, Blake Baker had some really nice things to say. I believe this was after Friday's practice.
Yeah,
talking about his defensive line, which is a question. We know we got Prince, and we got some talent coming in at the edge because we did not have I'm not even going to say a dominant edge rusher last year. We didn't really have much of an individual edge rushing component to our team last year, which has to change, and we think it will. But from a run stopping, from a pass rushing standpoint, we think it's going to be much improved.
Yeah, it should be, and Blake said as much on Friday. He was saying we have a lot more explosiveness at this point during camp than we had last year, in depth as well, and he's right. I mean, look at the guys you brought in a year ago. Remember, we were high on this group because you brought in Jack Pyburn, Patrick Payton, Jamari Butler. All of those guys were proven talents at the Power 4 level. Those three guys combined for 5 sacks a year ago. All three of them. Your leading sack getter a year ago was Harold Perkins at Matt's favorite position, the star, with 3.5 sacks. That was your leading sack getter for a year ago. That can't happen. Like you got to have more production on your defensive line. Prince Wilumon double-digit sack guy a year ago. Jordyn Ross has battled through some injuries at Tennessee, but he's a highly recruited guy. And then there's depth behind him. Lamar Brown's going to play a lot. Jaden Breaker moved from linebacker to edge rusher. They like him. Dylan Carpenter, Trenton Henderson. I mean, the talent's there. And then, Matt, you look inside, it's a lot of the same. I mean, yeah, we talk about Deuce Geralds and Richard Anderson as the two freshmen. Like, I get it. Everyone's excited about them. But Malik Blockton coming over from Auburn, that's a guy that's played a lot of Power 4 football. Stephylon Green from Clemson, who we just heard from Dabo, a lot of Power 4 football. And then Dominic McKinley in year 3 in this program. So whether it's on the inside or the outside, there is a lot more talent there a year ago. And what makes me most excited is that I thought the defensive staff did a good job last year with not a lot to work with. I think they have a lot more to work with this year. Yeah, they really did. And like Kyle Williams, former teammate of ours, I think he did a great job last year. He's a very good coach. But with not a ton of talent to work with. So definitely improved on that. And look, we talk about Prince Emmanuel, and like if he can he didn't even have to like duplicate from a stat perspective what he did last year. If he can just replicate it, if he can have a high number of sacks, but create havoc, make offensive coordinators, make head coaches, make them think about the pass rush enough to where they have to chip with a running back. They have to thump with a tight end. They have to plan around a pass rusher. That's what offenses didn't have to do last year. We had to create pressure with 5-man rush, 6-man rush. That's how we were able to create sacks and create pressure, because you did not get it from the 4 defensive linemen. If you can get consistent enough pressure with your front 4, it creates problems for the offensive coordinator. And then you have to, like I said, you gotta keep guys in. You have to protect with more people, or at least give a presence for at least a half a second or a full second with a tight end or running back, or sometimes even a receiver. So it creates a lot of issues, and that is something that Blake Baker had to work around last year, and he's awesome at it. He is awesome at creating different looks and creating confusion to the quarterback. We saw he's one of the best at like disguising and bringing weak side corner blitzes, which is in college football is one of the harder blitzes to pick up. Hell, it's hard for professionals to pick it up. They miss it all the time. It's just because you can disguise it so well, and that corner gets there so quickly. So Blake is an expert at that, and we are. And we've talked about Blake Baker so many times on this show. In a world where the portal king Lane Kiffin comes in and does an awesome job in the portal, but one of his best moves in the portal was maintaining Blake Baker.
obviously had a chance to, or so we've heard, had a chance to be the head coach at his alma mater. We don't know how long Blake Baker is going to be here as our defensive coordinator because he is a coach on the rise. He will be a head coach probably next year. I don't know. But we have him for this year. And we got Weeks, and we have a lot of talent. And what Blake Baker can do with that defense, a lot more talented than last year as a whole. And when obviously there was a lot of talented guys in the secondary last year. They have more talented guys in the secondary this year. I don't know if they got a top 10 pick. We'll see. But from top to bottom, defensive line, the second level, the linebackers, the back end with the secondary, I think it's going to be a really good defense. And hopefully, like last year, the defense was really good. The defense was respected. I don't think they were feared. Can LSU get back to having a defense that is feared? So that will be the question that Blake Baker and his team and his side of the ball will be able to answer. And guess what? Only 18 more sleeps till we get to see it, till we get those answers this year for the LSU Tigers, baby. So I'm fired up. I'm excited. Blake Baker, one last ride. Let's get her done.
You calling it now? You're saying one last ride. You calling it Blake a head coach next year? I think he is.
Probably. I mean, unless there's
I feel like we were lucky to get him back this season.
That was like the best recruiting job ever by Lane, right? And Lane's not going to get a lot of credit for that because it doesn't go on as a stats as like the number one portal class,
right,
the number one recruiting class.
But you got the number one coach. That's what
I'm saying. Like, we said it when Lane got hired here. Everyone's like, what do you think of Lane? How's he doing? I'm like, I don't know. We got nothing to grade until the portal window opens. Well, he knocked it out. That like the first gradable thing that we had on Lane Kiffin was awesome job in the portal.
Yeah.
And he kept Blake Baker.
Right.
Those are two things. Now, it's how long do you keep Blake for? That remains to be seen. If LSU's defense and LSU team as a whole is really good this year, and the only reason I think that he wouldn't be, I guess, is if the defense isn't good, right?
Which there's no evidence to the point that it's not going to be.
Right.
Like, Blake has improved every year he's been here.
Right.
And I've been critical against the whole running quarterback situation, but also if the defensive line can get pressure, Matt, you don't have to blitz those linebackers. They can sit back and wait. That'll help with a running quarterback. So that changes everything. But also, look what the defense was 2 years ago and look where it is now.
Right.
Like, nobody's going to hate those results.
And he's so good at creating pressure. But people knew last year that it was going to have to be Blake Baker and his disguises and his creativity that worried offenses. Think of how good it's going to be if you can get an edge rush. Like if you can create pressure with your front four, think of how good his play calling, his game planning can be. So I'm excited to see it. Princewell Monreal, and like I said, he doesn't have to duplicate the stats, but if he can replicate the disruption that he was able to have, he was, what was he, third in the SEC in sacks last year? Like if he can just be in that world around that 8, 9, 10 sack, like it's gonna do a lot for Blake Baker and his staff and the rest of that defense. So excited to see it play out. And again, 18 more sleeps until we get to watch it take on Clemson, baby.
Can I say the 18 more sleeps thing more sleeps thing? It gives.
I know.
It gives like millennial white women just telling her kids like 18 more sleeps till Christmas.
I know. It's a total Christmas thing. Look, I got kids.
It's giving live, laugh, love.
Absolutely. And that's kind of what I meant to do.
Yeah.
So you're welcome for that. And
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blast. Live, laugh, love in Death Valley. Love you. All right. Stick with us right here and Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Every time I said it, both of y'all shook your heads. It was great. Go to RussellPools.com. Russell Pool Company. The name you think of when you think of the highest quality custom pools in all of Louisiana. They've been doing it a long time. Chris Sanderson and his team over there. They're easy to work with. And they are like if you take a project to them, you're like, hey man, I've been thinking about doing this pool for years. I got kids. They are growing up. I want to have this pool before they get too old. Like we want our backyard to be a backyard oasis. We want to be the entertaining house. We want to be like where everybody comes and congregates and hangs out at. Well, give them a call. Even if you don't know exactly what you want, they can walk you through the entire step. They have 2 landscape architects on staff over there. So you get with them, you talk about your product, you tell them your likes, your dislikes, and they'll draw you up. They will dream you up something that'll fit with your budget and fit with your desires right over there at Russell Pools. And also renovations as well. If you bought a house that has an old pool on it, they can renovate it, turn it just like new. Go check them out over there at russellpools.com.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Bayou Ford has 0% APR with no payments for 90 days and $1,000 down payment assistance on select 2026 Ford models.
Plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When a capital project moves from planning to execution, downtime isn't an option. Who do you trust to deliver? River Parish Contractors has more than 500 employees, dedicated safety, quality, and project management teams, and 9 full-time estimators backed by a 36,000 square foot automated pipe and structural steel fabrication facility. We can deliver multi-million-dollar industrial construction projects on time and safely, locally owned and headquartered in South Louisiana. We're River Parish Contractors, and we're built for bigger challenges.
My name is Mike Krumholt, and I've been with First American Bank for 4 years. What makes First American Bank special is we're able to offer all the products and services that any other big bank can offer. What sets us apart is being able to give that small town feel that someone can pick up the phone and they can talk to someone or stop by the branch and get excellent customer service.
We're not against rappers.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back. All right. I'm fired up right now. I'm not familiar with this one. I've heard it.
I've heard it.
I'm not as familiar with it, though.
I just like the beginning where it's the
Yeah. Okay.
Goes hard, though.
Matt's over there like, this is pretty catchy.
I like this. This is one catchy tune. Welcome back here off the bench. Monday morning. Live from the Raising Cane studio. Monday show brought to you each and every week by Bayou Automotive. Best darn car dealership in all of Louisiana. Go check them out if you want an easy process for buying a new car, used car, whatever it is. You'll buy it right online there. You don't even have to show up. They'll drive it to you. They'll drive you that new car, drop it off, take your old car back. It's incredible. All right. There is a quarterback out there that's starting to lose that new quarterback smell. That was a play on new car smell, Alondra. I saw your eyes. Jackson Dart. I think the number one goal for the New York Jets going into this year that we all heard, all saw, all suspected, let's keep Jackson Dart healthy. Okay? What do we see the first drive of the game, the first highlight? They just completely whiff on a block, and he gets absolutely crushed and sitting there and laying on the field, and we're like, oh, here we go again. He goes to the sideline. What do? They take him to the medical tent to be evaluated for concussion.
Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time. If I had a nickel every time he got evaluated for a concussion.
Bruh.
My boy wasn't real excited about that. He makes some comments. He wasn't real thrilled about the protocol. He said he was, quote, puzzled that he had to go into the injury tent and be, evaluated for a concussion.
Well, yeah, you had a concussion.
Yeah. And then John Harbaugh, after the game, kind of makes some comments, not like directed towards it, but kind of like getting his quarterbacks back a little bit about, the whole protocol situation, the person. We know that, made the stock comments of like, we know they're there for the player's safety and they should be blah, blah, blah. But wasn't like, didn't necessarily come out defending the NFL or defending Jackson. Just kind of played middle road there a little bit. Just kind of got me thinking about his history, right? And like he was upset that he got evaluated, but I'm also watched it and I was like, you got crushed and you laid there for like 10 seconds and didn't move.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to be on heightened, and your history also determines what these guys are doing. It plays a factor in their decision. Like if you have a history of concussion, it's going to play a factor in that evaluation. My question when I started thinking about this and seeing like his reaction to it and kind of his history and his play style, I don't know if he's too young for his play style to really change. I don't think he's going to mature to the fact where he's going to play any differently.
That was
especially
pretty brutal.
Like it was a good hit,
Yeah.
right?
Also, shout out former Tiger Jay Ward, the one laying the wood right there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, not shout out to Tyrone Tracy, who just missed the block. Like the one thing you do
Just
is protect
whiffed.
your quarterback in preseason game number 1.
He actually fell down untouched.
If Jackson gets a concussion this year or gets injured, is he in threat early in his career to kind of like, we say his name, we think of like Tua? Like is he in the
before you
Tua
asked
category?
It, I was thinking he's gonna end up being like Tua, where we debate. He's very young, but is it time for him to just hang it up because you've taken so many hits to the head? Like for Tua, let him have one more bad hit.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like that. I'm not going like the hanging up situation.
No. That's
but
like way.
But like it's like when you think of Tua, you think of injury.
Yeah.
You think of concussion. You think of there is a proclivity towards that. You think of he is, for whatever reason, he gets them more than other people for whatever reason. Maybe that's his play style. Maybe that's his genetics, whatever it is. But there's a stigma that comes when you hear the name Tua.
Yeah.
How far are we away? How much do things have to change for Jackson Dart not to get that same stigma? And I hope he doesn't. Like I hope he stays healthy. He's fun to watch. He's a good player. So I hope he stays healthy. Tyrone Tracy, block the edge rusher. It's your job. You're a professional. You can't give a guy like that's. If that's not a veteran right there, I'm cutting him on the spot because that's my starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Like that's you can't let that happen. Yeah, accidents, mistakes happen, missed assignments happen. They do happen, and they can also get you cut if your dumb mistake threatens the starting quarterback that has a proclivity for injuries.
So I guess my thing is, like, I heard it this morning driving in. Everybody was criticizing Jackson Dart and his style of play and all this. I'm like, style of play didn't really cause this injury.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
that's a missed block. And like, yes, he was sent off the field. He came back in on that same drive and threw a touchdown pass. So he was obviously fine. I pulled up his rookie year. He was evaluated 5 times for concussions, including preseason last year. He was only diagnosed with 1 concussion last year. So the protocol, a lot of times the refs will send you off the field. It's not even, most of the time actually.
Yeah.
It's not even a team decision. The refs will send you off. So, I mean, he was diagnosed with 1 concussion, missed 2 weeks. It was week 11 and week 12. You go back to college, no concussions. He tore his right meniscus, missed 4 games his freshman year at USC, then an ankle sprain in 2024 at Ole Miss. So, like, he's actually been relatively healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get it. He's been evaluated a lot of times, but there were a lot of people like, oh, if he keeps this up, I'm like, he's had 1 concussion so far in the NFL. I get the evaluation and all that, but, I mean, I think we're a little off from that right now.
Yeah.
Like, his style of play's not helping things, but
Yeah, and it's not, and a stigma always isn't necessarily true.
Right.
It comes from true. It's like where there's smoke, there's fire, and being evaluated makes you worry. The style of play comes into fact. Now things like this hit was not his style of play. That was that was a running back making a stupid mistake that almost cost your starting quarterback. Like if I'm on that coaching staff, he's getting lit up after that game. That running back. It's not style of play, but there is a stigma that comes with it. 5 evaluations is an indictment on your style of play, and he's going to have to grow up and he's going to have to learn. And you don't. There's a fine line because you don't want to take away his playmaking ability. You don't want to take away the thing that makes him a good quarterback. But he does have to learn to play smarter. And this is a thing that a lot of quarterbacks have to learn when they're young and they come out of college. It's a different game. You have to protect yourselves, and not a lot of young quarterbacks get to learn that from the sideline. He's having to learn that with live bullets thrown at him. So we hope he stays healthy. He's fun to watch. It's fun to watch that team. It's fun to watch someone play with that different play style. But if he wants a long career, he's going to have to change his play style a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, here's to his brain. Scattaboo's brain.
Here's to his brain.
Here's to his brain. Stay healthy. Yeah, cheers. Stay healthy out there. Y'all like that one? All right, let's go to break. When we come back, we're going to close out the show, close out hour 2 here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Not me trying to close out the show here.
Again.
Wasn't trying to do that, I promise. Go to First American Bank and Trust. First American Bank and Trust. Your website for the local bank that has been doing business here in Louisiana for a long time. Over a century, they've been doing business with Louisiana families, Louisiana businesses. So if you are in need, maybe you're just starting a new checking account. Maybe you need a second checking account. Maybe you need a loan because your family's growing and you need a bigger house. You need to buy a new house. You need a mortgage. Well, go with First American Bank and Trust. Start talking to them about your family, about your needs and what they can do. Maybe it's a HELOC loan. Maybe it's a business loan. You have this Louisiana business that does business with Louisiana people, and you need a little business capital. You need a little bit of a runway to help bring in some inventory. Maybe you need to hire some new people. Well, make sure that the people making the decision on that loan isn't from out of state. They're not from New York City. They are right here in Louisiana making those decisions. First American Bank and Trust. Go check them out at FABT.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
At Southern Classic Chicken, we take pride in serving the freshest, seasoned, and marinated hand-breaded fried chicken. Drive through today and pick up a family box or one of our classic combos and enjoy a true Southern Classic. Order online and download our loyalty app to start earning those crispy and juicy rewards. Loyalty matters.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
Are you ready for an internet experience that actually keeps up with you? Then you're ready to step into a new kind of reliability. With Rev Fiber, when your internet works, the possibilities open up, and suddenly everything feels more connected, just the way it should be. Seamless enough to keep up with every swipe and every click, anywhere you are. So leave the buffering behind. 100% fiber, 0% runaround, where support is still personal. Rev Fiber. Visit revfiber.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back here, Off the Bench. We are not closing out the show. We're closing out hour number 2.
You always get ahead of yourself on that.
I do. Well, obviously, I didn't mean to say it. You ever have those days where...
Wait, you didn't mean to say that?
I didn't mean to say that.
I thought you rehearsed it in your head, and...
It seemed polished.
Usually, everything I say is comes out perfectly clear, perfectly normal. I don't see squirrels at all.
You're super well-spoken.
Super well-spoken. Well, we got the tripod rolling with you this morning. Jacob Hester gave us that...
Threes up.
What?
I don't know. Threes up. The tripod gets threes up.
Threes up. Okay, why not?
To hell with it.
To hell with it. Why not?
Let's roll.
Why the hell not?
Why are we acting like I'm weird for saying that?
Alondra, what? So strange.
Threes up. Go see them.
Closing out the hour next.
Jake's in Atlanta. What a loser.
Lame.
So lame.
He took a picture of the Atlanta wall.
Yep.
You know what I didn't see? Any of their Super Bowl trophies.
That's the weirdest
thing. They must be hidden.
They keep them in a different spot.
They got some, right?
Yep.
They've won one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's in Atlanta today, and then I think in Tampa Bay tomorrow. Checking in on Tay-Tay's, I don't know, your fling, your 2025 fling.
His affair.
His affair.
Yeah.
That's right.
My baby mama.
Hey, a lot of people are starting to get on the Dallas Cowboy train for this year. A lot of the national people are starting to pick them as their darling.
I don't love that.
You just want them to be bad.
So
no, I think
mad.
I actually think
he wants to be upset.
I think they got a shot of being good. I just don't want anybody to hype them up.
All right, when we come back, start hour 3, we're going to have weekend winners and losers. So stick with us right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, it is that time. It is that time to tell you to go to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. GoTommys.com.
Go, Tommy!
Yeah, both of y'all. Let's go.
I forgot. That's on me. That's on me. I forgot.
I actually was kind of hoping y'all both did.
Tommy!
Go to GoTommys.com. Go to Tommys.com. Windows, Doors, Sidings. If you have a project happening, whether it's a brand new project, if you're building a new house, maybe you are doing a little renovation like we're doing over at the Flynn house. Or maybe you just live in South Louisiana and you got some rotted windows, rotted doors because, well, hell, it's humid here. There's termites. There's things. There's a little weather here. You need to replace it. Well, you get Tommy and his team to do it. It's going to be a lifetime warranty on anything that they install over there with Tommy's team. If you have a project happening, make sure we get it. You're going to try to find the best price, best availability. Do yourself a favor. See why Tommy's wins award after award every single year since 2016. Voted the best in the business. Go to GoTommys.com.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office protects and serves over 132,000 residents across the parish.
Keeping our community safe is our mission, and Rev Fiber plays a critical role in how we respond. Whether it's training in our special divisions, forensics investigations, or fielding emergency calls in our operations center, Rev Business connects our teams in real time, which is why we partner with Rev Business.
Get 6 months free of Rev Business services. Call or click today.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench, hour number 3 on a Monday morning. Tripod rolling with you. Threes up.
Threes up.
Lady Kane.
In the capital city.
In the capital city.
ESPN.
Closing out the show.
You never gave a good morning, Baton Rouge.
Good morning, Baton Rouge. Hour number 3.
Threes up.
Lady Kane sitting across from me right here in the Raising Cane studio, saying absolutely nothing. She's useless.
She's a mute.
She just sits. She's a good girl. She does nothing, though. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive. We are about to have little winners and looters, but before we do, I want to tell you about our friends over at Pala. If you're running an industrial facility anywhere across the Gulf South, here's something to keep in mind. Do not let maintenance or capital dollars go unused just because you're short on manpower. Pala has experienced maintenance crews and supplemental staffing available right now to help with planned outages, capital projects, routine maintenance, and even emergency work. So whether you need skilled craft labor, planners, schedulers, safety professionals, quality personnel, or project management support, Pala has the people and the experience to keep your operation running safely and efficiently. And remember, Pala is much more than just that maintenance. They also provide mechanical construction, API storage tanks, ASME pressure vessel fabrication, and a full range of specialty industrial services. From planning to final execution, they can handle the entire job. For more than 50 years, companies across the Gulf South have trusted Pala to deliver those dependable results when it matters most. So if you got maintenance or capital budget left to put to work, give Pala a call. Pala, employee-owned, relationship-driven, building together. All right. There's a lot of good from this weekend. Maybe some bad. We're going to find out right here. Weekend winners or losers.
That's how winning is done.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes
to win a championship.
Wow, winning? Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do. What's that? Win the whole thing.
All right, let's start this thing off with a winner that has done a lot of winning in his career. Scotty Scheffler, playing in the St. Jude Championship in Memphis, Tennessee, takes home the victory. Of course, comes in the favor. The number one golfer in the world, has been the number one golfer in the world for a long time. He barely won this one, just scraped by. He only won by 8 strokes. Against the other best golfers in the entire world, it seemed like this victory for him was it was coming. Like, if Scotty, every tournament he plays, he is up there. He's had 11 top 5 finishes this year. He's had a handful of top 2 finishes. He's only had one other victory in 2026, which is very not like Scotty Scheffler, but he just hasn't been able to finish off some of these tournaments. And he's always in the top 5, top 2, top 3. But throughout this year, it's kind of been a little bit different year. There's always been like one guy that's played his ass off and just played crazy and been able to win some of these tournaments. And Scotty's just been consistent. Then all of a sudden, he ties everything together. The putter got hot, takes an 8-stroke victory, which is a pretty wild score in the world of professional golf. So Scotty continues to show why he is one of the best, or the best in the world, because he's consistent. Every single week, his iron game, his approach shots is second to absolutely none when it comes to consistency. And when that putter gets hot for him, watch out, everybody. There's nobody that can beat him. So Scotty Scheffler with my weekend winner.
Shout out Scotty. Is he washed?
Is he washed? Absolutely. Only 2 victories. Terrible. He's washed. I think he's made like total of $60 million in 2024 and 25. He's not even going to touch that number this year. He's terrible.
He only won by 8 shots yesterday. Like, you couldn't have made it 10.
I mean, Tiger, it would have been by 20.
Yeah. Whatever.
People are talking.
Weekend loser. I don't think this came out this weekend, but it was brought to my attention this weekend, and I don't think we've talked about it. I'm going to give Shador Sanders a weekend loser, and this is why, Taylor, if you want to.
A sandwich.
None. I ain't eating that.
But if you had to.
I ain't got to do nothing in life. I don't feel like I ain't eating nothing.
C to make B a little bit better.
C.
Why is that?
Because no one else bit off of it. Depending on how greedy I am.
It's basically all you need to see, but I wanted you to hear the other couple of answers because everybody had a normal answer. Right. The question, okay, if you're watching on, or if you're listening on radio, it's a Brown social media video, and there's like 3 different options to where you could bite the sandwich, right? And you're like, where's your next bite? Because, eating a sandwich, you got to like kind of.
You got to pick and choose.
You got to pick and choose which bite. So basically, that's what they're asking all of the.
It's a really good question.
It is.
The answer is B, right? Like, are y'all with me on that?
No, the answer's C. I'm going C next. The edge piece. Like, the next bite, I'm going C.
I'm taking the nucleus.
But either way, whatever, we can get into that later. But they're asking everybody this, and everybody has a normal answer.
Just answer the question.
Just answer the question, Shador.
It's fine.
Are you too good for sandwiches?
Yeah. Are you too good for peanut butter and jelly?
Are you too good to eat a sandwich? Or to even just entertain this stupid question that they're asking you? Like, just be cool. Everybody else had a normal answer. What, you're too good to answer this question? Like, that's why nobody likes you. Like, you want to be a victim and play victim all the time? That is exactly why nobody likes you. Just answer the question.
It does seem kind of like a little shtick that he's pulling, right? Like, what's the point? It's not a trick question, buddy. Like, just answer the question.
I ain't got to do nothing.
I ain't got to do nothing.
I got to do nothing
No,
in
you
life.
don't.
Like,
but, like, just
on,
answer the question. Just have fun with it.
And, like, you got to picture the person asking it, too. The social media person.
Yeah, probably
someone
sweet,
very nice,
young
sweet.
girl.
You see them all the time because they
Right.
work for the Browns.
Yes.
You see them every single day. So it's not just like some stuck-up nerd that you've never seen before that's coming to ask you a question. This is like someone you are very familiar with.
Yes. That just irritated me.
That's problemsome, I feel like.
It irritated me.
That's really annoying.
Yes.
I don't have to do nothing in life. It's a fun question about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It's just a sandwich.
Are you biting one side, the middle, or the other side?
They're not trying to trick you, Shador. Just answer the question.
Everybody else answered it normally. And we were talking about the same, like, this is like a normal thing that social media people do for teams. And everybody answered. They asked the Saints one that we were talking about last week, where it was like, would you fight for me if somebody was bullying me? And then she's like, well, what if it was Chase Young? And everybody had like a funny, good reaction to it. Like, Shador, just have fun with it.
I ain't got to fight him. He ain't got to do nothing in life.
No, you really don't, but just answer. Like, again, this is why
Chase
nobody
Young's
likes
not
you.
going to fight you. You can just answer the question.
Right.
It's so annoying. And also, like, but there wasn't even a wrong answer as far as A, B, and C. The only way you can have a wrong answer is answer it the way that you did.
Right.
Like, if you pick A, B, or C, nobody's going to care. It's a personal preference. Now, you just look like a moron.
You look like a douche.
Which,
Big douche. I feel like people are going to be more okay with
But we're too good for sandwiches now?
about Deshaun Watson's off-field behavior more
Right.
than this peanut butter and jelly question.
You know what? I forgive Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun.
I'm sorry.
I mean, time heals.
Time heals all.
Yeah, I mean, this was recent. PB&J, those are timeless.
I've gotten, everybody here has gotten a massage before.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Actually.
He's gotten a few more than most.
Mm-hmm.
I never have. Sucks.
It's an indictment. It's a character indictment.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm. Why did he slip to the fifth? Well, because they probably asked him questions similar to that.
And he probably answered it like that.
Well, and you heard that in the draft process, right? People were like, they didn't love his interviews with the front office. He came off a certain way. It's not a huge deal, this alone, but when you pair that with some of the things you've heard in the past, it's part of a larger issue.
Does it come off as cocky or does it come off as unintelligent?
All of the above?
Yeah, I think it comes off as both.
I think he's a smart kid, but I think sometimes when he answers questions, I don't know if he's like aloof or ADD or like what it is. He comes off as unintelligent sometimes when and I know he is smart because you got to be smart to play that position at a high level. And he comes from a smart, like I think Deion's a very intelligent, highly intelligent person. Yeah, I don't know. It just comes off as like either arrogant or dumb. I guess both can be true.
Yeah. Anyway, that was mine.
Deshaun Watson for QB.
That one was really good. Weekend winner for me. I'll go a two-parter on this. First one, all the rookie quarterbacks we saw over the weekend, they put on a show. Like, I thought Ty Simpson probably the best of the bunch over the weekend. 21 of 25, 190, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. Looked really good. Garrett Nussmeier in that same game, our guy, 13 of 19, just 98 yards. But I was telling you, he had like a 40-yard pass. Ironically, a screen pass that was set up correctly, Matt. It went for like 40 yards.
What?
It got called back because of a holding penalty. Right, so he would have been well over 120 if that play stays.
He also had what would have been a 94-yard touchdown pass, dropped a deep ball.
Yeah,
a little bit underthrown. He kind of led him to the inside, which allowed the corner to kind of like disrupt the receiver a little bit, but the ball wasn't touched. It hit the guy in the chest, bounced off, probably would have scored.
Even with all that, he only missed 6 throws the entire game. And, I mean, 13 of 19, he was really good. But kind of adding to that, weekend winner, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and not because they beat the Green Bay Packers in a preseason game. Who cares about that? Their quarterback situation behind Aaron Rodgers kind of looking pretty good. I mean,
good, huh?
All 4 quarterbacks combined, or all 3 quarterbacks combined, missed 6 throws over the weekend. Drew Aller, 10 of 13. Mason Rudolph, 10 of 11. Will Howard, 7 of 9. Drew Aller also 153, 2 touchdowns, another rushing touchdown. He was awesome as well. So, look, Aaron has stated this is his last year. I don't know which one of these 3 guys is going to step up, but they're all playing pretty well right now. And word is, this is not just a one-off. They all look really good in camp as well. So
I've heard Mike McCarthy say the same things in his interview. I saw him with Pat McAfee. I've seen him doing another interview talking very highly of his young quarterbacks and where they feel. Of course, Mike McCarthy's not there just for 1 year. Aaron is, but not Mike. Mike's going to be looking at the future as well, and I think he really likes what he has in those young quarterbacks. So good for them. And Nussmeier, yeah, he looked great, dude. He balled out. No surprise to us. It turns out still Nussmeier is actually good at football. He didn't become just bad at football last year. So, damn you, Brian Kelly. Joe Sloan off.
What you're saying is that he didn't forget how to throw a football?
Well, we thought he did. You know, when right after his leg fell off in camp last year, we thought he just forgot how to read defenses. We thought he forgot how to throw a football. He became a bad athlete just like that with a blink of an eye. We thought that was the case, but I guess there's another LSU Tiger that we did not maximize their potential at LSU, but are going to probably go on to have a pretty good NFL career. Damn it. What could have been? It's all right. We got Lane now. We're good. We're set. All right, my next weekend winner. We're going to go to baseball. One, Tommy White had his first pro home
that was
run.
my next one.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
No, you're
That's
good.
on me.
It's okay.
Pat the chest. His batting average has come down. He started out hot. He was like 340. He's at about 253 right now, but got his first dinger, which is awesome. But
shout out Tommy.
there was another guy who made his Major League Baseball debut, Joshua Baez. I can't pretend that I know much about this fella. No, I do know he plays for the St. Louis Cardinals, and I do know that he went 3 for 3 with 3 home runs.
Come on.
In his Major League debut. Is this the greatest professional debut in sports of all time?
I mean, I know
people are talking.
I'm hard pressed to find you another one.
Yeah, I mean,
it'd be tough.
I know we like to overreact in sports a lot, but like he was literally perfect at the plate. 3 for 3, 3 home runs. So like, how can you be better than that?
Yeah. I asked our friend, ChatGPT,
Yeah.
what's the best performances ever? And I think like one of them was weird. It like gave me Marcus Mariota had like a perfect passer rating in his first game and 4 touchdowns or something. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But my God, 3 home runs in your first 3 at bats is hard to do. What, like, did he have like 1 billion dingers in minor leagues or what? And why is he just now batting on August 17th?
You see what he did the next game?
I'm trying to catch up on him right now.
He went 0 for 5.
Oh, hell.
He got it all out in the
But that
first one.
debut was awesome.
But that debut was sweet. He's hit or miss, literally.
So he had committed to Vandy, but signed with the Cardinals, dropped to 54th overall in 2021.
Also, these are bombs.
They're like not.
These are not like
they weren't close calls.
Barely over. The outfielder's trying to rob it. No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, he wasn't doing great in the minors.
He stinks. Those are pretty confident swings.
Oh, actually, this season
Batting
during spring
800.
training, he was batting .333.
Oh, classic. Send him to the minors.
Option to the Redbirds. Hit 4 home runs in the Redbirds game on June 16th. So this guy's just out here hitting dingers. If he ain't hitting dingers, he ain't hitting anything else.
He's swinging hard.
Yeah.
He ain't hitting for contact. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, dude, he's swinging for the fences every damn time.
He's doing what LSU was doing this season.
So to the point of the second game, he was 0 for 5, 3 strikeouts. But hey, he's swinging for the fences, Matt. If he gets a hold of it, watch out.
We brought up a lot of the rookie quarterbacks. When we come back.
Ooh.
Well, hey, does anybody else have a winner or a loser?
No.
When we come back, what I want to do is I want to take a look at second-year quarterbacks headed into the NFL. And I want to do what we would do if we had to go back and do the draft all over again. Let's see which quarterbacks would make the cut, who we would take first, second, third, fourth, all that good stuff. We'll look at the second-year quarterbacks in NFL going into this season when we come back right here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com, trashrangers.com. Louisiana's leader when it comes to trash removal, when it comes to that service, when it comes to that customer service. So we're talking residential, commercial. If you have a place of business and you need some sort of help, you need to improve your trash pickup, you need to add some trash pick, like call Trash Rangers and just talk to them about your business, how many people you have, what kind of trash you make, and they will help you set a custom schedule for that pickup. So you can get it picked up once a week, you can get it picked up 6 times a week. Their customer service, they will help you figure out the best schedule and the best way to handle that removal. Residential, if you are one of the lucky ones that do have that residential service for trash pickup, never forget to take the trash out again, because they're going to text you the night before to remind you to take that trash out. I almost forgot this morning. Thank goodness I came in a little early. I was able to get it out, but almost got put in the doghouse. Don't get put in the doghouse. Go to the best trash removal service, best customer service around. Go to trashrangers.com.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no 2 cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
When a capital project moves from planning to execution, downtime isn't an option. Who do you trust to deliver? River Parish Contractors has more than 500 employees, dedicated safety, quality, and project management teams, and 9 full-time estimators backed by a 36,000 square foot automated pipe and structural steel fabrication facility. We can deliver multi-million-dollar industrial construction projects on time and safely, locally owned and headquartered in South Louisiana. We're River Parish Contractors, and we're built for bigger challenges.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Live from the Rays and Kansas Studio. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive. All right, we're going to talk a little second-year quarterbacks, but before we do that, I want to tell you about our friends over at Caterus. When you think about Louisiana, you think about energy, and one company helping shape the future is Caterus. Caterus is developing the Commonwealth LNG export facility right there in Cameron Parish, connecting American natural gas with customers around the globe. Now under construction after reaching its final investment decision in 2026, the project represents a major investment in Louisiana's future. But it's about more than exporting energy. It's about creating jobs, supporting local businesses, and strengthening communities, and reinforcing Louisiana's position as one of the world's leading energy hubs. Through its natural gas production and the Commonwealth LNG project, Caterus is helping build an integrated energy platform that connects domestic resources with the growing global demand. As construction continues on Louisiana's Gulf Coast, Caterus is proud to invest in American energy, American workers, and a stronger economic future. Caterus, connecting Louisiana energy to the world. All right, we've talked a little bit about Jackson Dart and his play style a little bit, having to get taken off and get evaluated for yet another concussion, only like 1 or 2 drives into the first preseason game. And it kind of got my wheels turning about the class of 2025 quarterbacks, the top quarterbacks that came out of that draft. Of course, there's a lot of mid to late round guys that have not had an opportunity to play in live action in the regular season, but they're getting an opportunity now. And a lot of quarterbacks are looking really good, and that's kind of what happens in preseason. You get good numbers, you get good performances, and third, fourth quarter of these preseason games. A lot to potentially overreact to, but a lot to analyze and evaluate with these quarterbacks. But there is a handful of quarterbacks from the 2025 class that are going into their second year that you can evaluate based on real data. You can evaluate based on how they played in the regular season. And we saw it. And they were mostly the top draft picks. So what I want to do is kind of go around, and in the 2025 class, the number one overall pick was Cam Ward. Rightfully so. Great player, goes to Tennessee, plays the entire season last year, and shows flashes, but terrible team, awful support around him. It can't be any worse this year, so it's got to be at least a little bit better this year. We will see. And I always talk about the biggest jump for a quarterback in professional football can come between year 1 and 2. That's the time that I made my biggest jump. That's the time where coaches and upper office folks, they say, all right, this is like, now you got a year under your belt. You understand the speed. Now you can speak the offense fluently because you've been in it. You're not just like memorizing things. You're not just like trying to execute like a play like it's drawn on the playbook. You are understanding what we are trying to do to attack a defense. And you got a year to understand how these defenses operate. It's much more detailed. It's much more intricate. You got better athletes. You got more experienced people than you did in college. So it takes a little while to get caught up into that. The second pick, the second quarterback taken was Jackson Dart. Then Tyler Shuck was taken in the second round. Now, because of experience and because it was by default made the Pro Bowl, I'm going to throw Shedeur Sanders in this as well. So if we got these 4 quarterbacks, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, Shedeur Sanders, what order, after 1 year, what order are you drafting these 4 quarterbacks? And let's start with the 4th.
Are we putting Quinn Ewers in there or no?
You want to? I'm basing this off guys that had a lot of experience last year. Like, we actually got to see play.
Right.
And most of these are the top guys. I'm not going to throw Dylan Gabriel in there because, like, Browns have already told us pretty much, like, what that. And he's another guy that had a lot of playing experience. But let's start. Of those 4, who are you ranking the 4th quarterback in that group? I think that's pretty an obvious answer from this group based on our conversation.
I think this is easy, despite the fact that he was a Pro Bowler last year. I think Shedeur's got to go last, just based on what they did a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that. Alondra, I'm assuming you're going to agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, out of the ones that you gave us, yeah.
Okay. Let's go to where the real debate happens.
Number 2 is my biggest one.
Number 2 is your biggest one. Okay, so number 3 in our list between Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, Cam Ward. If you had to redraft, who is the 3rd person on this list?
For me?
Yep.
I think I'm going to go 3rd on this one. I feel like maybe we're all on the same page here. Like, is it between Tyler Shuck and Jackson Dart for y'all?
So, no, it's between Cam Ward and Jackson Dart for me.
I like Cam Ward.
I love Cam Ward. Mm-hmm. And he was in an awful situation a year ago. Shuck and Dart were a little more efficient.
I think I'm going to go here, Jackson Dart.
Okay, Jackson Dart, you would pick him 3rd.
Yeah.
So if we redrafted in the same draft positions, he would be going in the 2nd round potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think that the only reason why, because he had great flashes, like he came in and played very well and multiple times, and much more, and a lot more people got to see it because it was prime time. They're playing prime time. Saints are not. Titans certainly weren't.
Yeah.
So more eyes got to be on Jackson Dart. I think the risk of his longevity, his play style, is he going to have that stigma put on him? Like, I'd say no. He's going to figure it out. He's going to learn. He's going to learn how to play a little bit smarter. But you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I think in terms of maturity for me, too, Tyler Shuck is more, obviously, what I think of when I think of a quarterback than Jackson Dart.
Yeah, and I think that this whole draft class, like the 2025 quarterback draft class, is going to go down as a pretty good one. I mean, you got guys that have not played yet that have shown flashes. We talked about Will Howard. You mentioned Kyle McCord playing well the other day in Green Bay. Riley Leonard with the Colts. Kind of remains to be seen what's going to happen with him. We'll see how but I think this is going to be a pretty decent quarterback class. And so this is we're not doing this to say anybody's bad or anything. It's just it's always interesting to go back and say, who would you take based on what we know now? And it's certainly early in their career, but I'm going to take Jack. Like if I'm putting those three against each other right now, I'm going to say Jackson Dart 3 as well.
Yeah, I was
even though he was
really,
fun.
really in between Dart or Cam Ward, because Dart technically had a better year last year, a little bit more efficient. Ward was in an awful situation. I just think Cam's going to be really good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a little bit of projecting as well. So I'll go Jackson Dart 3.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go Jackson Dart 3. We're all in the agreement there. Number 2 for me, I'm going to take Tyler Shuck at number 2.
Same.
I'm gonna put him at number 2 just because I think Cam Ward's a dog.
Yeah.
And just based on what his teammates that have gotten released from the Titans and they go to a different team, they've shouted him out and talked about how much of a leader he is. Not to say that Tyler, this isn't like, I know people like to do this. Just because we think one person's good doesn't mean we think the other person's not good here. I just think Cam Ward's going to be really good.
He's
like
got the
really,
intangibles.
really good. And he's got this nonchalant, attitude, confident, but not uptight. He just looks comfortable playing football. And I think once they can build talent around him, I think he's going to. I think he was a very well-deserved number 1 overall pick, and I think he's going to live up to that name. Now, I don't know if it'll be this year. I don't know. I think he's going to, of course, still look really good at times, and their team's going to look bad at probably more often than not. Just based on what I've seen so far, and we've seen a lot more of Cam than we have Tyler and Jackson, for that matter. We've seen a lot more, and it didn't look great at times, but my God, he did not have a lot of help last year.
Yeah, he wasn't in a good situation. I mean, you're the number 1 overall pick. You're not going to be going to, or the number 1 whatever. You're not going to be going to a great organization. So I think that was kind of against him. But I just think Cam Ward, if you can build around him or get into another system, I think he's going to be great. And so I'm with you. I'm going to go Tyler Shuck 2 and then Cam Ward 1.
You can't unsee what we saw with Tyler Shuck last year. I mean, led the NFL in third down efficiency in the last month of the season, won 5 games at the end. What he did was awesome. And reports are that out of camp, he's kind of maybe after the first week, you've started to see that again, that this offense under Tyler Shuck has been operating at a very high level. So I think his jump's going to be awesome, especially if they can keep those 2 receivers. I think Tyler Shuck is headed for a really good year at quarterback.
I like that we're a little bit different because I'll go Cam second. I think Cam's going to be awesome. I think he probably had the best situation change between last year and this year. You brought in Wan'Dale Robinson, who was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago in a bad offense. You drafted Carnell Tate. They tried to shore up that offensive line. We'll see how that looks. If you watch him on quarterback, you're going to fall in love with the dude even more. He was great. And then even when he would make a mistake on the field, because he was mic'd up a lot, he'd come off. He's like, no, I know what I did wrong. It's here, 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 here. So, he knows what he's doing. It's not like it was a shell shock when he was out there. I just don't think he had a lot of help. I just can't get what Tyler Shuck did at the end of the year out of my head.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was special.
Was awful. He took them to a 5-4 record. You mentioned the third down efficiency. He had the best completion percentage, 67.6. And I think his situation's gotten better as well. Travis Etienne's here. You got the number 1 guard in free agency in David Edwards. I think you're a lot better at receivers. So I'll take him based on last year and this year. But dude, it's tough. I think Cam Ward's going to be really good.
Yeah, I think. And look, I think those 3 quarterbacks potentially are in for a real long and very good NFL career. All 3 of those guys. I had to throw Shador in there just I wanted to see Taylor's face.
It was an easy 4th.
It got the conversation started. It got us kicked off. But look, I do, based on what Tyler did into last year, man, we've said it for 4 segments now today. If Jordyn Tyson and Chris Olave are on the field at the same time, based on the clips that we've seen out of practice, his route running ability, we know what Olave can do. This offense, could be dangerous. This offense could keep defensive coordinators up at night. I think we're starting to feel really confident in Kellen Moore's ability to coach this team and coach offense. We know what Tyler Shuck can do based on what we saw, and we have now seen and got glimpses and got teased with the skill level of Jordyn Tyson. So, I mean, stay healthy. This is going to be hamstring watch for sure for me. because if he can be healthy, look out. It could be a special year. But I'm going to still give the nod right now to Cam Ward over Tyler Shuck. But if we're redrafting, I'm taking Tyler Shuck with the second overall quarterback, at least in the 2025 draft. All right.
Hey.
What?
Jake just sent us an interview with Tyler Shuck.
This guy. I asked him Friday. This guy sent it to us at 9:32.
Yeah.
He made it. He
made it. All right.
Do you want to play it?
You want to play it?
Or we can
Jake,
play next.
Tyler Shuck talking, possibly next. Still stay tuned with us right here and Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
What a tease. Gulf Coast Office Products. Gulf Coast Office Products. GCOPnet.com. Louisiana's leader when it comes to that office technology. We're talking copiers. We're talking scanners. We're talking printers, y'all. Boots on the ground. They will get you up and running. And it doesn't matter if you've ever worked in an office or you've owned a business. You understand that technology in the office kind of keeps everything going. It's the lifeline of that office and how it operates. That paper trail in this digital world that we live in with PDFs and Word documents and all this stuff. Like, it's that paper trail that really matters. And when it goes down, business stops. Like, everybody, you don't know what to do. You can't get anything done. And Gulf Coast Office Products, they have an award-winning service team that when you call them, you're not talking to a phone tree. You're calling and talking to an actual human being. And they are going to get somebody out to your office to get you back up and running and get you back up and running fast, because they are the best proud partners of the LSU Tigers, the New Orleans Saints, the Pelicans, right here in 4 offices in Louisiana. So go check them out. Gulf Coast Office Products, GCOPnet.com.
People think it's all about game day. Let's go! But the real work happens in the off season.
Spring practices, early lifts,
Extra reps.
And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
So we can do what we do best.
We trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office protects and serves over 132,000 residents across the parish.
Keeping our community safe is our mission, and Rev Fiber plays a critical role in how we respond. Whether it's training in our special divisions, forensics investigations, or fielding emergency calls in our operations center, Rev Business connects our teams in real time, which is why we partner with Rev Business.
Get 6 months free of Rev Business services. Call or click today.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized, it'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Monday morning. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive, live from the Raising Cane's studio. I want to tell you about our friends over at Rouse's, the best grocery store around in all of the South. Right here, Louisiana company. Rouse's Markets have you covered. No matter what the need is, if you're getting ready for tailgating, getting ready for the week, maybe you're doing a little meal prep action, maybe you're getting ready to cook this weekend. Doesn't really matter. Maybe you're hungry. You need a little breakfast driving around. Man, what do I go get for breakfast? I really want some eggs. I want a little biscuits and gravy, whatever it is. Why are you looking at me like that? Man, I was thinking about breakfast. I'm hungry right now.
You got just like very into it.
I did. I got really into it.
You were like, I tuned you out and all I heard was
Biscuits and gravy sound good. You can get right over there at the breakfast bar at Rouse's. Get perfect hydration. It is hot out there. Get you some My High over at Rouse's. Go to Rouse's.com. Type in your zip code, and they'll show you all the local deals at the nearest Rouse's to you. Maybe you get a little 5% off here, 10%, maybe 20% off. They change it every week. They change it every month, so make sure you're going to Rouse's.com to see all the deals, see where you can save. The best grocery store around. Go to Rouse's Market and Rouse's.com. All right, let's get to it. Jacob Hester last week has been traveling around to all the training camps, and last Thursday he was in New Orleans, got to catch up with Tyler Shuck.
All right, and welcome back in Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88. Again, we're boots on the ground here at Saints Training Camp. Had a very spirited practice with Jacksonville today. We're going to talk about that practice and more with quarterback Tyler Shuck, who joins us now. Tyler, always a pleasure, my man. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys having me.
The theme of the day for me, at least, because I was here a year ago, is last year we interviewed 3 quarterbacks, and it was a competition still. We're here earlier in camp than we are here this year. But that's what it was. And then, Spencer wins a job, and then you take over in the middle of the season and haven't looked back since then. But the quarterback room right now, from where it was last year to where it's at right now, it feels like y'all complement each other so well. Both of y'all had success out there today. Like, what has it been for you now in year number 2 after the way, last year started, you're going through this battle to where you're at right now leading this team?
Yeah, I think there's just a lot more comfortability and the connection with all the guys in the offense, being able to step up as a leader vocally and get to know guys as well. It's been a lot of fun, and I think more than anything, as an offensive group, we've made some improvements, and we're excited to just play somebody else for once. You're going against the Saints D every single time. Yeah. We know each other, and we were really fired up for today to just go out there and focus on us and go out there and play.
Tyler, against a really good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville is one of the better ones, obviously, in the National Football League, and I'm not going to hide secrets. Y'all had a lot of success today.
Mm-hmm.
So not only going against a different defense, but to go against that caliber of defense and to kind of see the work that y'all have been putting in. And you mentioned there's a lot of new on this offense in a good way, veteran players and rookies. I'm sure today was really good for y'all and the confidence moving forward.
Yeah, I think that was our biggest goal was be able to go out there and just focus on our plays and against a new team. We don't know exactly what they're going to run, and they don't know what we're going to run either.
Yeah.
I think that's the fun part, and now you're just playing football. It felt more game-like today. We're getting 80, 90 plays out there in New Orleans in August. We're battling. We're having fun. And I think every single period we felt like we came out on top, and some good, some bad. Obviously, they were the number 1 rush defense last year, and I was really proud of the O-line and Trav and AK and Audric stepping up today, and they did a really good job as well. So, and all the guys. So, I think it's stuff to build on, and we're going against 2 more teams in the Rams and Cowboys who are really excellent on defense. So, not that we're going to compare ourselves to others. I think more than anything we're going to keep improving, and we're not close to where we need to be to accomplish our goals, but we're a lot farther from where we were last year as far as just chemistry and operation.
You referenced your weapons, so let's spend a minute on that. And you don't have to spend more than a little bit of time on each guy, but a couple of the guys. Olave was fantastic today, and so if last year was his recovery year, he's recovered. A little bit on your receivers, maybe the tight ends, and I just think that you know who they are now, and they know you.
Yeah. Olave and I's connection hasn't been greater than it is right now. Our communication level, we're talking every single day, texting each other, sending voice messages. Same with Vele, same with with Jordyn. I'm still getting chemistry with Jordyn. Tyson, he's obviously a young guy coming in, and he's done a great job though, just stepping up to the bell. And but I think more than anything is there's a lot more familiarity. We know some of the plays. There's going to be nuanced things throughout the game, throughout new challenges, but we can lean back on those relationships that we've built this offseason.
Vele's a big target.
Yeah. I think that's the fun part is you can just trust it to him. I rarely seen him drop a ball, especially when it's contested. So, it's not always going to be perfect, but he's going to go out there and make a play. And then I also trust Olave, implicitly, he's going to be in the right spot and he's going to go out there and make a play too. So I think it's really exciting stuff, but also, we're not satisfied either.
Tyler, we've talked about this before, but I find it so cool that you have integrated yourself into this city. Mm-hmm. This city, and you're finding that out. You've already found it out. If you give to it, it's going to give right back to you tenfold over. What's the coolest thing that you've been able – because, dude, you've been all around. Like, you've done some great stuff here in New Orleans in the area. What's the coolest thing that you've done so far just kind of out amongst the people here in New Orleans?
Yeah. I would say amongst the people, I think Mardi Gras was one of the funnest things I've ever done. I mean, you're out there with all the guys, you're drinking, you're having a great time, and you're really seeing New Orleans come together. But one of my favorite moments was just going to the concert and being amongst everybody at Jazz Fest and just seeing the food, like eating the food there. I mean, like, it's just unbelievable. And then afterwards, there's like a second line playing, everyone's outside. I'm like, what is going on? I was like confused. I was like, is there no, this is just what happened. So it makes you really appreciate this place, and you feel the vibe in the city whenever the Saints do well or whether they don't, and it makes you want to work that much harder.
Yeah, I've told you this before. It's uniquely unique, this city. It's one of one.
It is. It is. I mean, and so are the people, too.
Yeah.
I think that's why the best part is nobody really leaves here. You can say whatever you want about it and the heat or whatever, but it's like, man, it's pretty special. So that's obviously – this time of year, we're focused on our jobs, but, we want to go out there and make the fans proud and do everything we can.
Not every team. I was at the Jets for a long time, and I can make this statement. Dougie was with me. Mm-hmm. So we've been friends forever when he was even an intern. So not every team has a home field advantage, but you do.
Yeah, no doubt.
You have a very unique place. A little bit of how it feels playing at home. It's not perfect. It can never be like that. It's a great league, but there is something different about playing here.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a few places in the NFL where you like you said that there's a true home field advantage. There's a true aura whenever you step inside that building, and we feel it as players. It's always our goal is to protect the dome no matter what, and like you said, there's going to be great teams that come in there, but it's we're excited to get back in there for first preseason one, and it's not exactly real football yet as far as, getting rolling. But, what a great opportunity for us as a team and some of the young guys as well.
Tyler, you mentioned the running backs there and what they did like in pass protection today, and that certainly jumped off the page to me as well. But just talk about that group in general. I mean, you've got two guys, a 1A, a 1B. You got a two-headed monster. Like, you can run some pony personnel. You can do a lot of different things. And then you mentioned Audric Estime and what he did at the end of last year. I mean, that was impressive. That's a very solid group, and I like that AK is just finding his role and just still continuing to work as hard as ever.
Yeah, I mean, what a loaded room. I mean, it's a tough problem to have, but it's a great one. It's and I think all of those guys have done a really good job competing, step it up, and you got, like you said, those monsters leading the way, and it's been fun. It's been fun just communicating with those guys too, because we're right next to each other the whole time. We're battling together. They're battling for me, and I'm going to go die out there for them, and it's been fun so far, and I think we're just getting started.
It's usually the last person you say something to right before the ball snap.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I always loved, like the quarterback, and they give you a little tip, a little reminder, a little something, or, hey, run this route because I want you to. The coach yells at you when you get to the sideline. You say, no, Shuck told me to run it, and they're like, okay, good job.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're talking. It's just us back there, man. Yep. We're going out there and battle together, whether it's pass pro. I'm going to give them the ball and run a route. I have to trust those guys so much. So it's been fun to be able to build, and we got to keep going.
Last thing from me to you, it's how you handle yourself. And I know you're an older rookie last year. I get all that. But I think COVID and a couple of reasons guys were in school for 6 and 7 years really helped them. And I can see it in you. And it's pretty clear when you play. You handle yourself like you've been around for a while. But just the way you're talking to us, I mean, a little bit on and reflecting how you grew into this. And you came to the NFL at the perfect time.
Yeah, I mean, I've been able to go through those bumps and bruises. There was time I wasn't a good leader in the past. I wasn't a good teammate. I got injured multiple times. I've been benched. I've been booed out of a stadium. I've been MVP, and I've been a champion, and was counted out. I couldn't walk at a certain point. I got drafted and had a lot of expectations, and I wasn't a starter. And then played good and, training camp. And then it's just like, man, I don't really – it doesn't faze me. I love playing with my teammates. I love going out to eat and having fun with them. I love practicing. The game day is the cherry on top. It's I can't determine how my year is off 17 days. Whether we win or lose, and by God, I want to win every one of them. But it's like, man, I want to keep getting better every single year in every game, and I think that we've been able to do that and just have fun because it's such a strange business.
If you told me you were 30, I believe you.
No, I mean, I'm almost on the other side of it, but
but it's impressive to listen to you talk.
And I know you got to go, but just real quick, because you mentioned drafted here, you're not but I think that was a little bit by design too. Like you got a chance to watch and see what it looks like. It wasn't that you weren't talented enough or ready to start. I think it was a plan, and I think there was a plan in place, and that plan's played out pretty well. And so, getting a chance to see what it looks like before you get thrown out there. Yeah, I mean it's a lot to handle at first. I mean you're playing with guys you never played before. Yeah. Rookie year it's not like you have a whole off season. It's a lot, and that's why I'm on a lot of these guys that we draft for selling year, and more than anything, just focusing on individual improvement and connecting with your teammates, and because it's a long season, and more than anything, I was just really proud of us. Just operating regardless of the record, and we want to kind of elevate our standard that way, but. I'm just going to go out there and try and do everything I can for our team now, stepping in this new role. All right, there he is, Tyler Shuck.
All right, awesome stuff right there from Jacob Hester last week in training camp with your starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, Tyler Shuck. Man, looking forward to a lot of great stuff, a lot of great nuggets out of that. But I hear a confident kid. I hear someone that has a lot of humility, somebody that loves to be part of a team, and is looking forward to his second year. So we are all excited about it. We are all excited. What kind of jumps can he continue the momentum from last season into this year? Got a lot more weapons around him, so excited about it. And I think we can all thank me for saving his life on the golf course that one day. I didn't let him get bit by that snake. So y'all are welcome. Saved his life. Basically, you can't prove that I didn't. All right, we are going to go to break, and when we come back, we're going to close out the show with a little Ask the Bench, brought to you by Ice Cold Dos Equis, right here and Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, Bath Fitter. If you have been putting off updating that old bathtub or shower because you think it's going to take weeks, maybe it's going to tear your house apart or cost a fortune, I've got great news for you. Bath Fitter is changing the way Louisiana remodels bathrooms. Bath Fitter creates custom-made tubs, showers, and wall systems that are built to fit your existing space with no major demolition. And in many cases, they can install your brand new bath or shower in as little as just 1 day. So whether your bathroom is outdated, maybe it's difficult to clean, or just doesn't fit your family's needs anymore, Bath Fitter has a solution for you. They can replace an old bathtub, they can install a beautiful walk-in shower, or they can convert your existing bathtub into a safer, more accessible shower that's perfect for aging in place or anyone looking for added convenience. Every installation is custom measured for your home, and because there are no grout lines to scrub, maintenance is simple, and your new bathroom stays looking great for years to come. Plus, everything is backed by a lifetime warranty as well. So if you're ready to love your bathroom again, schedule your free in-home consultation today at bathfitter.com.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at reliefwindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
Raising Cane's Texas Toast is a thick slice of bread, garlic buttered spread, grilled to golden perfection, and made to order just for you. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
When a capital project moves from planning to execution, downtime isn't an option. Who do you trust to deliver? River Parish Contractors has more than 500 employees, dedicated safety, quality, and project management teams, and 9 full-time estimators backed by a 36,000 square foot automated pipe and structural steel fabrication facility. We can deliver multi-million-dollar industrial construction projects on time and safely, locally owned and headquartered in South Louisiana. We're River Parish Contractors, and we're built for bigger challenges.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
Come on, come on, come on. We got a minute. Come on.
Let's go.
Three's up.
Three's up. Welcome back. Off the Bench. Closing out the show. Finally closing out the show right here. I said it earlier. I'm right this time.
You always trying to close the show
always
out.
Always be trying to close the show. We got a little Ask the Bench brought to you by Ice Cold Delicious Dos Equis, that delicious Mexican lager. Three's up. Let's go. What?
Oh, it's an interesting
Three's up.
Three's up. Let's
Shout
go.
out to the Houston Cougs.
We're saying that, of course, because we're the tripod. And Jacob has stranded us here for 3 weeks, and who knows what happens when you're gone. Sorry. He can complain all he wants. He left us, people. All right, little hashtag Ask the Bench here. I just had one, and I lost it. Which 1 foot in the grave... There we go. Perfect. Nice job. Good glugs. Which 1 foot in the grave quarterback is going to make a splash this year? 1 foot in the grave quarterback? Like, what does that mean? Like, you're almost done? Career's almost done?
Like last chance, or like an Aaron who's just at the end of his career?
The answer's Aaron.
Aaron, like 1 foot in the grave because he's old?
Yeah.
I kind of went to like almost dead. I was going to say Kyler Murray. I think he's going to have a really big year, and I think he's probably, a bad year or two away from being done.
Okay.
But yeah, I like Aaron and Kyler Murray.
I like the Kyler answer if we're looking at it that way. I just wasn't sure.
Hashtag Ask the Bench brought to you by Dos Equis. Did you know female riders in the Tour de France cannot wear padded sports bras because they create better aerodynamics across the chest and help cut time? No, I had no idea.
Everybody knows that.
Fascinating. We love you. We love OTB. We love America.
Off the Bench.
What a question.
What a question to end on.
My gosh. Go to rejuvenamemedical.com. Reshape your body. Reshape the way your body feels. Reshape the way your mind feels. How you feel about yourself. Be confident. Go to rejuvenamemedical.com. We're talking weight loss, overall wellness, aesthetics. We're talking about hormone replacement therapy. Louisiana's leader in hormone replacement therapy for over 10 years. So if you work with Rejuve, know that you're doing it medically supervised. You're doing things the right way. It's not about like creating this like unnatural imbalance of hormones in your body. It's about getting you get you feeling right, the correct way you should be for your age. So go check them out. 13 locations across Louisiana. They even got one in Mississippi. And my God, they are incredible facilities. You walk into one, it looks fresh, it looks clean, it looks bright. The staff is incredible, medically staffed. Do everything the right way. Peptide therapy as well. Ask them about it. Get that consultation, get that blood work drawn, see how they can help you, make you feel like a better yourself. Go to rejuvenamemedical.com.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
Are you ready for an internet experience that actually keeps up with you? Then you're ready to step into a new kind of reliability with Rev Fiber. When your internet works, the possibilities open up, and suddenly everything feels more connected, just the way it should be. Seamless enough to keep up with every swipe and every click, anywhere you are. So leave the buffering behind. 100% fiber, 0% runaround, where support is still personal. Rev Fiber. Visit revfiber.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.